Ladies and gentlemen, welcome for the first time in 2025 to Sal Magley Stadium, as today the Batavia Muckdogs back on the road again.
That's
Looking
right.
to bounce back after a loss last night. They take on the Niagara Falls Americans for the second time in 2025. Alongside me, I'm Nikita Lohman. I have Luca Zaccaro. Luca, back on the road again. How are you feeling as we head into this one?
I'm feeling good today. You know, the Tarp Skunks played a really good game against us last night. I don't think we played bad at all, but like I just said, Tarp Skunks played really well. We're back at it today against the Americans. Another away game. Should be a lot of fun. It's a hot one, especially I was out on that turf today. It is extremely hot today. Kind of going to have to see how that affects our players, especially our pitchers, especially the starting pitchers today, as being out in that warm heat.
You know, Luke, I'm glad you mentioned the heat. Right now, just a few minutes away from first pitch, it is 89 degrees. Can't quite say not a cloud in the sky because I see about 8, but it's going to be a high sky, a lot of blue sky out ahead.
Yes.
It's 89 degrees up here on the turf. It's going to be like 100, 105. It is going to be a hot one. And it's also a hotly contested ball game, as just a half game separates the Muckdogs and the Americans.
That is right.
At this current juncture. Muckdogs 10-6 after their loss last night. The Americans, with back-to-back wins in their last two, they are up to 9-6, which prompts me to bring you the standings at this moment in time, as with last night's loss, the Muckdogs went down to third. We'll do some more standings talk after the playing of our national anthem. after that performance, let's resume our standings talk because there's been some shuffling around in the West Division. So Auburn, who I think that adds up. Auburn has looked like the best team the Muckdogs have played so far this season. They sit in first. Elmira, with a pair of victories over Newark yesterday, they continued a suspended game and then played a second. They won both. So they're 10-5. Muckdogs, still only a half game out of first, sit at 10-6. The Americans, though, 9-6, 2 straight victories. They scuttled a little bit.
Right.
Had some struggles, but they're right there, and the Pilots have dropped down. They're 7-5-1. Jamestown, this is crazy, Luca. They're 6th in the West Division at 8-7. They're 2 games back of first place. So not a lot of wiggle room. These teams are very tight in the standings. You lose a game, you might drop 4 spots. So the Muckdogs will be taking this game with there's no messing around.
No, there isn't. There really isn't any room to drop any games. We're still not into July yet, but you know, we are at the end of June, and it's getting to that time where each game really, really matters, especially with how tight these standings are as of right now.
As we are just a few moments away from first pitch, let's give you a look at today's Batavia Muckdogs starting lineup. Leading off, playing first base this evening, it's Braden Horton. The first 2, they're not going to change. Tyler Castrataro bats second. He plays short. Cooper Fesh, once again in the 3-hole. He's the extra hitter tonight. Brian Fry returns to the lineup. He'll play left field. Justin Espinal mans the hot corner, will bat 5th. Braden Reyna, another returner after last night off. He's in right field. He'll bat 6th. Cooper Romick is behind the dish, batting 7th. In the 8-hole, it's the designated hitter, Luke Dodonna, batting 9th, playing second base, Caleb Walker, and rounding out the lineup, it's the center fielder, as per usual, Travis Hammond. On the bump, it'll be Pablo Sainz. Luca, we were talking, this is your Luca's lock of the game. Something about Travis Hammond is for what I've heard.
Yeah, so we're starting this new thing. It's Luca's lock of the game, kind of just anything I feel, a prediction, a hunch that I might have during a game. And today I believe that Travis Hammond is going to make a great diving catch in center field today. We all know how good of a defender Hammond really is. And I don't know. I just feel like a ball is going to be hit into a spot where Hammond can make a play, and I think he will make that play.
On the bump for the Americans, making his first start of the season, his 7th appearance, it's the big 6'7" right-hander Hudson Boring. He's been excellent. He's just about ready. Kicks and fires. The first pitch to Braden Horton is outside, and we are underway on this beautiful, hot Sunday afternoon. Boring has 9 innings pitched across his first 6 appearances, a 2 ERA, 7 strikeouts to 2 walks, so a strike thrower. But he's behind 2-0 on Horton, here to open up this ball game. 2-0 pitch. Misses, and Braden Horton, the on-base machine, as the numbers suggest, a 583 on base, even after a hitless night last night. In a position, and he gets on base to start tonight's contest. A 4-pitch walk opens this one up.
And if you're Skip Martinez, our wonderful manager, you can't draw it up any better. Horton doesn't even have to swing the bat, and he's on first base. And now we have the ever-dangerous Castrataro up now.
Tyler Castrataro went 3 for 5 in last night's game. He's been fantastic to start the season. A 378 average, a 452 on base. So he flies that one. First base side out of play. I teased the numbers. Let's give them to you in full. 378 average. This is his 17th game, so Castrataro, an Ironman, has appeared in every game so far this summer. His OPS has continued to rise, up at 896. When you get up in that 900 range, that's a big bat in your lineup.
You're exactly right. That 900 OPS mark really shows an elite hitter. That's exactly what Castrataro is.
0-1, hot shot down the third base line. It's a base hit. Horton is going for 3. The throw is well late. Castrotaro falls him, goes to second. And the Muckdogs are threatening. They've jumped on Boring. And they've got 2 runners in scoring position with nobody out here in inning number 1.
Yeah, a little bit of some deja vu from last night as the Muckdogs put up 3 in the top half against Jamestown. Horton with really good base running here, going from first to third on that hit into left field.
Cooper Fesh. Fesh numbers on the season have been great. Did not have his best day at the plate last night, going 1 for 5, but still hitting around 400, a 395 average, a 928 OPS. First pitch from Boring. Outside for ball 1. And it really does feel like deja vu, huh?
It does. It does. We came out firing last night as well, and looks like we're in a good spot.
That's a ground ball to shortstop. Fielded cleanly. The throw to first is in time. Nice throw there from Guzaldo, but it's an RBI ground out. Nice, productive AB from Cooper Fesh as the Muckdogs score in the first inning for the 3rd straight contest. They're up 1-0. Still threatening here in inning number 1. I'm in on second with 1 out. Brian Fry will dig in now. Fry had last night off, back out there in left field tonight. You know, sort of got to do some, you don't hear it as much in baseball, got to do some load management in this type of stretch. These guys are all young, but look, you play 8 games in 8 days. Before this stretch, they had 1 day off. They played 5 in 4 days. So this Muckdog schedule has been jam-packed. Sometimes you got to give a guy a day off of his feet. There's ball 1. It's been tough.
Fry's a veteran of this Muckdogs team, and I'm sure Skip is more lenient to give somebody like Fry, a veteran, a captain, you could say, for this team. You know, not that he's old, but give the old guy a day off.
I will say, though, it's tough to take his bat out of the lineup, as there's a fly ball down the left field line. That one is snared for out number 2, as Boyle was there. Took a few steps over, relatively easy play. 2 down now for Justin Espinal. Espinal has spent more time at first base this season, but he can man that hot corner with Braden Horton over there today. This is his 14th game. Had 2 knocks last night to bump his average up to his 268 on the season. OPS at 709. First pitch, he cuts on and misses at a nice breaking ball for Boring.
I expect Espinal's average to end up around the 300 mark by the end of the season, for sure.
He's what we like to call a professional hitter. Had some professional ABs last night. That's a hot shot down the first base line. There's a base hit.
Nice.
A run will score. Espinal is going for 2, and he will make it. A 2-out RBI double, and the Muckdogs have struck for 2 runs here in inning number 1.
Yeah, that's a great piece of hitting by Espinal there. The Americans trying to get out of this inning, only giving up 1. Espinal thinking, let me just rip this ball down the right field line, gets a double, knocks in another run, and now Muckdogs are looking to put up 3 again in the top of the first, especially with number 11, Braden, Reyna up to bat, who can always deal damage.
Sure can. A 436 on base. He flashes bunt, pops that one straight up, chasing back for it. Pat is passed, but that ball went past him to the backstop for strike 1.
Ah, I see what you did there.
A little bit weak, you know. We've got all day up here.
We do.
I'll do better. I'll come up with a better one. Don't you worry.
I expect more.
Braden Reyna did not play yesterday. That's been a bit of a rarity. He's been a mainstay in this lineup. But, you know, a lot of very talented outfielders. And Sean Mindas is waiting in the wings. That ball outside for ball 1. Mindas was great to start the year.
He was.
Went down with an injury versus the Ironbacks. We had him on the broadcast about a week ago. Actually, exactly a week ago today. He joined me up in the booth and said he's hoping maybe by the end of next week to be getting back into the lineup. Don't want to rush things with still a full half season ahead. A ball and 2 strikes on Reyna. Boring fires. That one misses. Count now 2-2.
Yeah, just to touch on Mendas more, he's got a great personality. Obviously, his production on the field is great, but off the field, he's also got a great personality. Just somebody that you love to have in the locker room, somebody who jokes around and kind of lightens the mood.
The call, strike 3. Boring dots the inside corner, sets down Braden Reyna to end the top of inning number 1. But not before the Muckdogs strike for 2 runs. They stay hot in inning number 1. The Americans will come to bat for the first time today, down 2-0.
Did you know that 15 minutes can save you 15% or more on car insurance with Geico?
Yeah, but did you know that Dewey's favorite snack is popcorn from the Batavia Muckdogs?
We return now for the bottom of inning number 1. Let's give you the lineup for the Niagara Falls Americans this evening. Leading off and playing center field, it's Grant Moore in right, batting second, Evan Core. Gavin Boyle plays left, bats third. Paul Dulanto is the designated hitter, cleaning up. The 5th man in the order is the catcher, Nick Past. Shane Prey will bat 6th and play third base. Batting 7th is the second baseman, coming off a hot night last night, Brady Bowles. In the 8 hole, it's the shortstop, Chris Guzaldo. Batting 9th, it's the extra hitter, Logan Stickler. Rounding out the lineup, batting 10th, it's Graydon Miller. On the mound, for the Muckdogs, it's Pablo Sainz. Sainz coming off a great performance. Went 7 innings, allowed 2 runs versus a tough Tarp Skunk lineup. He'll look for more of the same here on this Sunday afternoon.
You can just tell this Muckdogs team has confidence in themselves when Sainz is on the mound. A dominant pitcher, goes out there with force every time he's out on the mound. I expect a great start from Sainz today once again.
You know, fitting that the weather is getting up near 90 today, because that's where Pablo Sainz sits. He's topped out at 93 miles an hour with the heater. He's going to throw gas. You know, a guy from Miami, used to the weather, I think he's going to flourish in this one.
In his element, as one could say.
Very well said. As Grant Moore comes to the plate. Moore, he's been the guy in the Americans lineup. He leads the team in average on-base percentage and slug.
Woo!
Fouls that one away to even the count at 1. A .478 average, a .593 on base, and a .609 slug. Went 2 for 4 with a double in last night's win over the Ironbacks. Takes that heater up high. He's ahead now, 2-1.
Sainz is throwing hard today. You can kind of just tell just up from the press box. He's just got to be able to bring it down a little bit and get that for a strike.
Here's the 2-1. Jam shot over to third. Espinal there for out number 1. So they set down the dangerous Moore. as Evan Core. A little bit of rhyming here at the top of this lineup. Don't imagine that went into the process of deciding who hits where.
I wouldn't think so. I wouldn't think so.
Core this season, I think probably what is more of a determining factor is the fact that he's hitting .353 with a .488 on base and a .412 slug. That adds up to a 900 OPS, which, hey, we talked about it with Castro. When you get into that 900 range, that's when you're dealing with an elite hitter at the plate.
That's exactly right.
1-0 misses, up and inside, and Core jumps ahead. Misses up high.
Yeah, Sainz still not able to find the location on his fastball yet. As I previously stated, he looks like he's throwing hard. He definitely is throwing hard, but not for strikes yet.
3-0 pitch. That one misses, and it's a 4-pitch walk for Evan Core, first base runner of the day for the Americans. As Gavin Boyle digs into the box, Boyle finished his freshman season at SUNY Niagara. He was fantastic this season with a 1.221 OPS. We said 900 is elite.
Whoa.
That's a whole nother galaxy.
Whoa.
Gavin Boyle did not play. We didn't see him the last time the Muckdogs played the Americans, so this is their first look at him this season. Checks his swing. There's a strike from Sainz on a breaking ball. Boyle is a returner. Last summer had an 860 OPS for the Americans. So
a little more human last year than compared to this year.
Compared to the numbers, I mean, that's a ground ball up the middle. Castro fields. He'll go back to the bag. Steps in time. Throw to first. Boyle beats it out. So 1 out is recorded. It's a 6-3 fielder's choice. There are 2 away with the man at first.
Yeah, that's a great effort from Cacciataro to try to turn that double play by himself. Just got on that second base bag just in time. Not able to get the runner at first. Good effort nonetheless.
Paul Dulonto coming up to the plate. He's the designated hitter, also a catcher from Massapequa, New York. He's got a long ball in the season, so a guy with some pop on a hot day with velo like Sainz on the mound. You know we say it every day. Today could be the day. Of course,
are we doing that today? Are we doing this today as well?
Well, Dulonto, of course. Here's the 1-0. Breaking ball. That one clips the inside part of the plate for a strike. The count even at once.
And just so you Muckdogs fans know at home, Luca, is going to be participating in a game today, so check me out on the field at the end of this inning. I'll have to step out.
I'll make sure to give you the play-by-play on what he's doing as the 1-1 is fouled first base side out of play.
Got to help out a fellow in-game host whenever you can, of course.
Luca up here, I think in announcer lingo, he's the gym rat, the first guy in, the last guy out. He sneaky athletic, whatever, anything you want to say. He's a grinder. The 1-2 is cut on and missed. For strike 3, Pablo Sainz tosses a scoreless bottom of the first inning. The Muckdogs coming to the bat, and we return in the top of the second inning as Luca will head down now to the diamond.
Yes, I will.
the Batavia Muckdogs could not operate without our sponsors. So while we have a moment, I'd like to shine a light on some of the incredible sponsors which power Muckdog baseball. A huge thank you to Alex's Place, Batavia Downs, Eli Fish, Ficarella's Pizza, Rochester Regional Health, the Mental Health Association, Tiny Pawnee, Tompkins Bank, the YMCA, Whole Life Fitness, Farm Credit East, and many, many more. You can't quite see it, but currently Luca is standing on the foul line outside of third, and he's just been plunked by a water balloon. How about that? He's got a bucket on his head. They're throwing water balloons down. The Niagara Falls American bald eagle plunked Luca with a water balloon, so hopefully he's not too wet to come back up here and broadcast the rest of this game. Nice moment there. As the second inning is now underway, Hudson Bourne looking to settle in after giving up 2 runs in inning number 1. He'll face 7, 8, and 9 in the Muckdog order, beginning with Cooper Romick. First pitch breaking ball. Tried to go with that front door pitch, but it didn't break back. Count 1-0. 1-0 on the way. That one up high. 2 balls and no strikes on Romick. Taking a look at the numbers on the season, a 156 average, but a 318 on base. So again, we had the same discussion with James Bolton. Checks his swing. Did he go? They say he did not, so Romick quickly ahead 3-0. The average, the hits, may not have started falling yet, but when you control the strike zone, the hits are inevitable. It means he's seeing the ball well, and eventually things are going to start turning Romick's way. An extremely talented hitter. You've seen he's got a cannon behind the plate, a great game caller and blocker. 3-1 pitch. Swings and misses through that one. The count runs full. Was second team all-conference this season with Lemoyne. Last summer with the Muckdogs was second team PGCBL. So the hits are going to start falling. It's only a matter of when. The 3-2 pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. Boring goes to the heater, sets him down for the first out here in the top of inning number 2. Luke Dodonna will dig in now, the designated hitter tonight. Did not play in yesterday's game versus the Ironbacks. He smoked a double, which almost was the first Muckdog homer of the season. Had a double in his only trip to the plate coming in off the bench. He takes a breaking ball for strike 1. On the year for Dodonna, he's got a .313 average, no walks, no hit by pitches, so a .313 on base. Takes that outside for a ball. And a .750 OPS. This is his 10th game of the summer. Flares that one out to second base, under it, and making the catch is Bulls. 2 quick outs here in the top of inning number 2. Caleb Walker will come up with 2 outs, nobody on here in the bottom. It's top, of inning number 2. Walker last night had a bit of a funny day at the plate. 4 plate appearances, only 1 AB to show for it. He swings and misses through strike 1. He walked, was hit by a pitch, and had a sac fly, so a productive day at the plate, even with a lack of ABs. He flashes bunt, pulls back, and takes a ball. The count. The 1-1 pitch up high. 2 balls and a strike on Walker. Caleb Walker has played some shortstop, a few innings at third, can play all over that infield. That one just misses, and he is in the driver's seat, up 3 balls and a strike. comes the 3-1. That one just misses inside for ball 4. Caleb Walker continues his walking ways. He's on with 2 outs here in inning number 2 for Travis Hammond. Hammond last night went 0 for 4. He came into that game scalding hot, had 3 doubles and 4 hits across 2 games previous to last night. Boring. Runner goes, Walker slides, he is out. They got him, a good throw on a bounce from Nick Past, sets down the speedy Caleb Walker. That will conclude the top of inning number 2. The Muckdogs leave no runners left on base, no runs, no hits. And after an inning and a half, they lead 2-0.
Hi, what can I get for you?
One Moscato Ale, please.
Oh, that sounds good.
Here you go.
Hey, you know what? Let me get one of those too.
Hey,
Thank you, good sir.
what is this Muckdog Ale?
Oh, it's actually the official beer of the Batavia Muckdogs, brewed by yours truly, Eli Fish. Come down, stop by, and get yourself some drinks, some food, awesome stuff at 109 Main Street.
Pablo Sainz done with his warm-up tosses here in the bottom of inning number 2. Nick Past, the catcher, will lead off. It'll be 5, 6, and 7 in the American order. Shane Prey and Brady Bowles will come to the plate. They're on deck and in the hole, as there is strike 1 from Sainz.
After getting a little wet, I am back.
Yes, good to have you back. How was it down there?
It was good. It was hot. Tried catching the toilet paper into the helmet. Wasn't able to get it done. Unfortunate. I did get hit by a water balloon, and that actually felt good.
On a hot day like this, I can imagine. What was it like down on the turf? Of course, it's hot up here. We can say that.
It's like multiplied by 5. It is absolutely scorching on that field right now. No love lost for any players on the field.
2-1. Fly ball into center field. No diving play as Travis Hammond under that makes the catch for out number 1.
He's gonna get it.
I believe.
He is gonna get it today. I swear.
Here's one thing I will say. For Travis Hammond to have to dive, it's going to be a ball far out. It's going to be one in the gap because of the range that he covers.
Yeah, that's a good point. That is a good point. There's a lot of room in that center field today, though. I will say.
First pitch to Shane Prey misses.
A lot of opportunity for Hammond to make a play today.
Great day to make a play. 1-0. That one flied out of play down the right field line to even the count at once on the third baseman. Shane Prey on the year hitting .281 with a .303 on base, a .313 slug. So he's been getting base hits as, right on cue, he lines a base hit into right field. A 1-out single. First knock of the day for the Americans.
A little bit of the opposite announcer jinx right there. Talking about it and it happens.
So is that manifesting it into existence? I'm not necessarily saying I was hoping for that. Just an observation, big singles guy.
You're doing your job.
Thank you, Luca. Brady Bowles. Bowles with an interesting stat line on the season. Comes into the game with a 263 average, but a 517 on base and a 421 slug. So I think that is one of the main drivers on why batting average alone, you need more of the context on what those hits are and what else he's doing on the baseball field. So that one misses for ball 2. Because the 263 average by itself doesn't really jump out on the page, but getting on base more than 50% of the time. So again, we did our whole spiel last night that he beats the pitcher at his game. He doesn't get out more than half of the time he comes to the plate. In baseball, that's incredible.
You can't really ask for anything else from your batter if he's getting on base 50% or more of the time.
That's a fly ball. Hammond right there makes the grab for out number 2.
So, long story short, if you're getting on base more than 50% of the time, you're doing your job, and you're doing it well.
Chris Guzaldo will come to the plate now. Guzaldo, sort of on the flip side, he's had a strong start to the season. He's been a big batting average guy, a 353 average. Plays shortstop, got a good glove over there. He fouls that one back. So he's behind. Sainz 0-1. One walk in the first inning, but the right-hander has been pumping in strikes, and when he does that, it's hard to hit. The stuff jumps off the page. As that breaking ball doesn't quite break, goes behind the batter, and advancing to second is Prey on the wild pitch. So a runner in scoring position now with 2 away. I think that one might count as the announcer's drinks. I was talking about how Pablo Sainz has been filling up the strike zone, and right on cue he throws one behind Guzaldo. Before the 1-1 pitch is offered, Sainz will tie his shoe. Safety first out there on the mound. Christopher Guzaldo did not play in the Americans' win last night over the Ironbacks. On the season, a 774 OPS, got 7 ribbies, an opportunity for number 8 right here. As he flies that into right field, shading the sun, Reyna makes the catch for out number 3. Another smooth inning for Pablo Sainz. He's through 2 scoreless. We head now to the 3rd inning. It's 2-0 Muckdogs.
I do Josh Petrosky, 716 Hurt, best team around. Great day to have a great day. I've heard you're the biggest troll on the team, so I got to get you. Oh, these guys are called the Muckdogs too? That's sick. What's up, what's up? How you doing today? Living the dream. You have 1 arm to throw with. He's got 2. This is going to be so fun to watch. I'm excited. Probably a little easier when the batter's in the box and not behind a fence. Yeah, the only thing I'm really seeing, like the ones you're leaving out, you're just pulling that glove early and letting that arm get long and draggy out there. You know, I never thought I'd say it'd be a bad day to be an American, but given the context that we're playing the Americans, bad day to be an American. I got to learn how to handle you.
We return now for inning number 3. Muckdogs in definitely a different game compared to last night. Quite a contrast. Isn't that right, Luca? After the second inning last night, it was 4-3. After the third, it was 8-6 Jamestown.
Yeah.
Now, 2-0.
Yeah, not only was the score different, but the pace of the game as well. Today has been fast so far. Last night, with all the run scoring, obviously, the innings moved by slower.
That first pitch breaking ball just misses for Boring. Count 1-0. Fly ball down the right field line. That one will land harmlessly foul.
A lot of foul ground here at Sal Magley.
Feels like everywhere we go on the road, it's a lot. Not like Elmira. Elmira's a whole different beast.
Elmira is a whole different beast. A ton of foul ground at Elmira.
1-1 is grounded foul outside of third. One, two, outside. Good leave from Hammond to even the count at twos.
Hammond shaking his head there, almost trying to convince the umpire, hey, that is not a strike. That's a ball.
2-2 breaking ball. Line drive into left field. That's going to dunk in for a base hit.
Great
It takes a
at-bat.
high bounce off the turf, but leaping up to keep it in front of him was Boyle. But it's a leadoff single for the 10th man, Travis Hammond. The lineup flips over now for Braden Horton with the runner on first and nobody out.
It's so important for this Muckdogs lineup for the 9-hitter to get on, with, especially with a man like Horton who has such good discipline and who obviously can rake himself. Now he has a man on and even more damage can be done.
First pitch is a strike. Horton walked to open up the ball game and came around to score. Did the same exact thing last night. He's been a weapon at the top of the lineup. If we go back 2 days ago versus Jamestown in the first inning, that one popped up, out of play foul. Travis Hammond was off for second on the pitch. He'll have to return back to first. Hammond in that game versus Jamestown when they scored 8 runs in the first inning en route to an 18-8 victory. He went 2 for 2 in the first, 3 ribbies, hit a big bases clearing double, which set the tone for the game.
Yes.
I mean, it feels like we talk about him every game. He's a tone setter as the 0-2 breaking ball misses outside.
He's like Aaron Boone would say, just a savage in the box. Horton,
I haven't heard that in a long time. That's good.
Yeah, yes. Horton decides how the at-bat goes for the most part.
1-2 is low. Hammond goes for second. He is easily in there. The throw off line. Good backup there at second base from Bowles. But it's a stolen bag for Travis Hammond. His second on the season. Led the Muckdogs in stolen bases last summer, so expect to see more of that as the year goes on.
Hammond can fly. He can fly. You can just tell by his defense in center field with how much ground he covers.
Horton, battling back, takes that one up and outside to run the count full. This could be, if he gets on base, there's major potential
for another big inning.
A blow-up inning. With the way Pablo Sainz is pitching, that could really be a damper for these Americans. Horton with the fly ball high in the sky. A few feet onto the outfield grass. Bowles fights the sun. You've seen every ball hit in the air to the right side of the field. They're fighting that sun.
Even those fly balls, those seemingly easy fly balls really are more intense today with the sun, and it's another factor that the fielder has to factor into when they have to track those fly balls.
Tyler Castrataro had a base hit back in the first. He, too, came around to score. A base hit right here would put the Muckdogs up 3 here in inning number 3. That one fouled away down the first base line.
Hey, how about a homer right here?
Whoa, you're saying which pitch? Are you saying this pitch right here, or in this AB?
This AB.
Okay.
I'm not Nostradamus.
Hammond looked like he was getting ready to steal. Doesn't. That one grounded out to short. Guzaldo Fields throws in time for out number 2. Travis Hammond advances to third.
I was feeling lucky. I was feeling lucky right there. That was a bit of a shot in the dark.
Not crazy,
but I'm putting confidence in our guys.
As you should. Castrataro did hit 8 home runs this season for Hofstra University. Anyways, now it's Cooper Fesh, a man on third, 2 outs. He'll take a strike. He had an RBI ground out in the first inning. A ground out right here would not bring a run home, of course, with 2 away. There's a swing and a miss. Excuse me. Foul ball. Thought he didn't make any contact with that, but
I think it might have just been a pass ball by the catcher. Nonetheless, it's a strike.
I don't know, because I think Hammond would be off to the races. We're not really, we can't quite hear down there. Is the 0-2.
Yep, that's a good point.
Looped. That one is going to dunk in for a base hit. Nice piece of hitting from Cooper Fesh. It's an RBI single, second ribby of the day for the extra hitter, as the Muckdogs are up 3-0 now here in the top of inning number 3.
And, you know, Fesh, obviously probably not the contact that he was looking for, but it works nonetheless, and that just shows off how speed on the bases can get you runs, as Hammond still second, able to get to third, and now race home for the run.
Brian Fry takes the ball outside. On a team with so many guys who have raked, been incredible to start the season, Brian Fry has been key. He fouls that one away down the left field line.
Yeah, he's been a prominent figure in this lineup every time he plays. And also his defense, the utility that he has for Skip Martinez, a very valuable asset to this team, Brian Fry.
The versatility just opens so many doors, and we can get on base at a 50% clip.
Forget about it.
You're going to be in the lineup every day, as the pitch is cut on and missed. Boring goes ahead of Fry, 1-2.
Being why do you? Oh, I see them.
A ball and 2 strikes the count. That one outside. Runner goes for second. The throw down is not in time. Cooper Fesh with the second stolen bag of the year. He stole one the other day. Maybe he's feeling himself on the base paths these days.
Showing off the wheels. Honestly, I thought that was a really good throw from the American catcher. Not able to corral it and tag Fesh, as now the Muckdogs have a runner in scoring position.
A ball and 2 strikes. Pitch on its way to Fry. Breaking ball called strike 3. A beautiful backdoor curveball gets Boring out of the inning, but not before the Muckdogs strike for a run on a 2-out ribby single. Through 2.5 innings today, they lead 3-0.
Who would you not let you date your daughter? On this team, none of them.
Walker Gleishaw, Irwin's Branch, Sam Gill. We'll go with
Blake. Gotta be Blake. I'm not letting Blake date my daughter.
Yo, I forgot about Blake.
Definitely Blake. Love you, Blake. Can't date my daughter.
Sam Gill.
Irwin's Branch, date my daughter. Reed Markham absolutely can never date my daughter, ever.
Cooper Owen, just because he's Coop.
I wouldn't let Walker Gleishaw date my daughter.
Brian Fry.
Branch, for sure. At Bama, Garrett Beaver.
Oh, Sliz. That's not even a question.
This is an easy one for me. I've got to go with Sliz.
Nobody, because she's 3, but also Jacob Vitsko.
Okay. Probably, I'm not letting Woodley anywhere near my daughter either. Travis, he can't date my daughter either.
Garrett Beaver. That's all I gotta say?
Walker Glashaw, Van Meter, Gavin Chandler.
I gotta go with Sliz.
I wouldn't. You see this group? None of you was dating my daughter. I'm in there.
Leading off here in the bottom, hitting number 3, it's Logan Stickler. Pablo Saints delivers a heater high for ball 1. It'll be 9, 10, and 1 in the Americans' order. Logan Stickler, Graydon Miller, and then Grant Moore. Stickler fouls that one into the stands for strike 1. Stickler did not play yesterday on the season, hitting .250. Has a .583 OPS. Fouls another one down the first base line. I think that's just a result of the high heat these guys are facing.
Yeah, it's going to affect the players. It's going to affect you. You're out there, you know, baseball as
hot shot early on that one, so fouls it down the other line. The count's still 1-2.
Yeah, people don't think of baseball as the most athletic or physically demanding sport, but
Nonsense.
being out in this heat, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what you're doing. It doesn't matter if you're standing out on first base. It's going to affect you.
1-2 breaking ball. Oh, that was a beauty. A called strike 3 on the front door breaking ball. Out number 1.
That is really, really good pitch by Saints there to put the batter away.
Graydon Miller will dig in. Miller making his first appearance to the plate here today. He is the 10th hitter in the order. He's playing first base, and he takes ball 1. Miller had an .832 OPS last summer playing for the Americans, so a returner. And the early going has not quite replicated that success. A .425 on base coming into yesterday, but after an 0-for-3 night, down to 235, 386, 265 on his slash line. So still a bit of a way to go to get back to what he was doing last summer, but I'm sure he's got that and more in the tank. Another beauty, Pablo Saints.
Yes, another beautiful breaking ball, I would say. I don't really know if that was a slider or a curve ball.
I'd say that's the slider right there, I'd say. The 2-2. Goes to the heater. Popped up, right side, chasing after his Horton.
Not
Walker
easy,
there.
not. Oh.
It's going to drop in. Miller is on with a Sun-aided double.
Just like we were talking about earlier, like I said, any fly ball hit in the air today there's an extra factor, it's extra hard, I'll just say. It's extra hard to track down any fly ball today, as seen right there. You know, usually that's a play that our Muck Dogs will make in their sleep, but that sun affecting the vision today.
Also just put in a tough spot. You know, kind of a no man's land right there. It's a really hard read for the first baseman and the second baseman. They're going straight back on that ball. That you'll hear coaches say that's the hardest play to make as an outfielder or a guy trying to snare a pop-up. Grant Moore flashes bunt, fouls it away.
Gotta be ready for anything. He chose bunt and foul was off the first pitch. Grant Moore still looking to build on that hit streak. He's gone since the very first game of the year. He has a runner on second base, second-year American, Miller. Miller has a big lead.
On 0-1. That one fouled away again. The count 0-2. that one will stay in play. Charging, and it hits off the glove of Brian Fry. He had a long way to go. Just a tough play. Maybe a little bit of a delayed break. It's a base hit. Back-to-back bloop knocks for the Americans from 10-1 in the order.
Yeah, just a tough play for Fry. Had to come in a long way from left field to try to get that ball. I think he actually had it in his glove for a second, but it popped out, and the Americans are looking to strike here with runners on.
The man up to the plate is Evan Core. Core walked in the first inning. Sains pumps a strike on the heater. Two men on, but really not hard contact. Sains has still been doing a good job throwing strikes, inducing soft contact, not a lot of damage, really.
Two strong fastballs on the outside corner in this at-bat to get Sains up 0-2 as well.
Two up high. Braden Miller was dancing a little bit off of second base there. Saw Tyler Castrataro charge in, sort of bluff, maybe to keep him honest, get him closer to the bag. They'll do it again now, 1-2. Reached out, poked foul outside of first.
Good job by Core there to get some wood on the ball and to stay alive in this AB.
Sains coming to the plate. Fouled away again. They'll do it again. Trying to run up that pitch count. I don't think they want to see a lot of Pablo Sains today, the way he's been clicking on the mound in the early going.
Yeah, I know I wouldn't. Sains throwing hard, and especially with all this heat, it's an uncomfortable at-bat every single time.
Sains will step off the mound, reassess before coming home with another 1-2. Runners go, and it plunks him. A breaking ball hits Evan Core. He went for that front door breaking ball. It never bit. So the bases are loaded with one out as pitching coach Julian will come out and speak with Sains.
Sains has really pitched well today. Can't imagine Julian's going to be talking to Sains for too long here. Really just to remind Sains of the type of pitcher he is and just, hey, get some strikes in there. They haven't hit you well at all today so far. Stay confident within yourself. Stay focused and just focus on the batter at hand.
He's allowed 3 hits. Only one of them, though, has been hit well, really. I mean, 2 hits this inning. A blooper to the right side and to the left side. One that just landed in between Caleb Walker, Braden Horton, and the right fielder, Braden Reyna. And one that just was out of the reach of Brian Fry. Had it in the strings, the final little bit of webbing in his glove, but it just trickled out. But it's Gavin Boyle up in a big spot, the SUNY Niagara star, with a chance to flip this game around. The Americans, quiet so far, looking to strike.
They have put themselves in a good spot in this inning to claw their way back into this game.
Inside for ball 1. If you're Sains, you don't want to fall too far behind in this count because
a walk brings in a run.
There's nothing that you can do there. You got to attack him.
Good
As
pitch.
he does.
Good
Beautiful pitch right there. Swing and a miss for strike 1. this is the meat of the Americans' order. This is exactly who they'd want up. Gavin Boyle and Paul Dulanto, 3 and 4. That one hits him. The heater goes too far inside, and it plunks Boyle, bringing home the first run of the game for the Americans.
And that's frustrating if you're Saints. It's not like you've given up hard hit balls. It's not like you've walked a ton of guys. 2 hit by pitches now. A bloop hit, and it's bases loaded, and you've already given up a run. It's still with 1 out.
First pitch up high to Dulanto. He struck out to end the first inning. Looking for a different result this time against Saints. That one clips the strike zone to even the count at once.
Nice socks. I just noticed.
Yeah. The stirrup look, you don't see that a lot.
You don't see that too often
No.
anymore. Looks good with the American jersey.
1-1 breaking ball, fouled away. Sains jumps ahead.
When Sains can locate that breaking ball for a strike, he's so hard to hit because of how hard his fastball is. Becomes a real guessing game for the batter.
And you really got to guess right, because if you're sitting breaking ball and he throws a heater, that breaking ball inside to even the count at 2s. Yeah, if you're sitting on a breaking ball like that and he throws you a fastball, you're not going to hit it.
No way.
2-2 pitch. Misses outside to run the count full. Nowhere to put the designated hitter, Dulanto. Now on 3-2. That's through for a base hit. 1 run scores. They're waving home a second. The throw from Fry is cut off. Espinal's throw is late, and 2 runs scored. The Americans have tied the game here on the bottom of inning number 3. Big swing there from Dulanto.
Like we were talking about, no room to put the batter. Saints has to throw a strike, and it was capitalized on as Paul Dulanto gets himself a 2-ribby single. And we have a tie game, folks.
As this is going to be it for Pablo Sainz this evening. Looks like it'll be Irwin's Branch coming into the game. Sainz was dominant through the first 2 1/3 innings. Lost it a little bit. The Americans have bounced back. Wow, the new pitcher Branch warms up. We'll step aside. Irwin's Branch has indeed come into the game, making his final warm-up tosses. On the season, this will be his 6th appearance. He's gone 5.2 innings across his first 5, a 7.94 ERA, 2 strikeouts to 4 walks, but guys don't really get hits against him. A 111 batting average against. The big thing with Branch, he's just got to locate. He's got great stuff. If he throws it in the zone, they're not going to hit him.
Yeah, so like you said, Branch is one of the more talented pitchers, I think, in all of the PGCBL. His stuff is really good. Like you mentioned, a 111 batting average against. He just, if it's about location. If he's going to walk batters, it gets away from him. If he can find his location, if he can pump strikes, he's a very, very effective pitcher.
He'll face and 7 in the Americans order right here. Nick Past, Sean Prey, and Brady Bowles. 1 out in the inning, so no guarantee that either of the hitters on deck or in the hole come to the dish. Branch hoping he doesn't have to face too many batters, looking to get out of this inning quickly. There's a swing and a miss, a heater for strike 1.
There's a good start. That's what we're looking for. Branch, if he can get ahead in counts, put the pressure on the batter, that'll only work in his favor.
Count leverage is so important. We've seen it in this inning. We've seen it all season. That one fouled away. Branch quickly ahead, 0-2. Just what the doctor ordered.
Exactly what the doctor ordered.
Pitch from Branch. Heater called, strike 3.
Woo.
He painted that one to perfection. A great 3-pitch sequence for out number 2.
Really, really good pitching from Branch there. Starts off the at-bat with a first pitch strike and ends the at-bat with a very painted fastball.
Now with 2 outs, he'll face the third baseman, Shane Prey. Prey is 1 for 1 today. He lined a single to right field last inning. That breaking ball is lined up the middle. Hammond dekes him, but it will dunk in. The throw to the plate as they send home the runner is late. The Americans strike again. They take the lead with their 4th run here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Still runners on first and second with 2 away as Brady Bowles will come to the plate. Just a good piece of hitting. Got a breaking ball, stayed with it.
Aggressive send home by the third base coach as well.
Especially with the way the ball skips on that turf. But a good decision as the first pitch to Bowles. A heater that misses outside for ball 1. On 1-0, pitch on its way. That one just misses again. 2 close pitches, but Branch is behind 2-0. That one misses again. Now 3-0 on Bowles.
No luck for Branch in this AB. Down 3-0 in this count. I felt like he's thrown some pretty decent pitches, but not able to get the call from Blue.
On deck, it's Chris Guzaldo, the shortstop. There's a strike. You know, Luca...
That was, I don't want to say a makeup call.
It maybe feels like it. That one looks pretty similar to the first pitch that was ruled a ball. That one misses for ball 4. the bases are now loaded for the Americans here in the bottom of inning number 3. As Chris Guzaldo is the 10th man to come to the plate. He's got a chance to really break this one open. That one misses. Count 1-0.
Branch has got to stay confident, got to stay focused here, not to allow this inning to balloon into anything more.
There's a strike on the outside corner to even the count at ones.
That outside corner is looking like a good place to throw pitches right now.
I'd say that is where Irwin's Branch should live at this point in time, the 1-1. Grounded to second base. Walker fields, but it falls out of his hand. But they have the runner hung up between second and third. Now coming to the plate, they'll throw to Romick. The tag is applied. The runner out, but because of the error by Walker, a run will cross.
Wow.
The Muckdogs get out of the inning, but not before the Americans strike for 5 runs. They take a 5-3 lead as we head to the 4th inning.
Hey, I bet you're a good catcher of donuts in your mouth.
Hey! Don't chop at it. It's not a sword.
You're not a sword.
Come on.
Right two.
Oh, that's ugly, man. Strike out, video boy.
Come on now.
Strike 3.
Huh? I caught it. You're out.
But I ticked it. It hit the bat.
You're still out.
You're still bat.
After an eventful inning number 3, the Muckdogs now in a new position, down by 2 runs, as we head to the 4th inning. It started so innocently, a strikeout and then a pop-up to the right side.
Right.
But then things really sort of unraveled as that ball landed. There's a swing and a miss, a nice changeup from Hudson Boring to Justin Espinal to open inning number 4.
I agree. That was a really nice first pitch. Espinal probably thinking fastball. Took some off of it on the changeup. Able to get that first pitch, swing and miss.
Count even at 1s now. Espinal, hot shot right back up the middle for a base hit. A nice knock opens inning number 4 as the Muckdogs are looking to respond.
Really nice hit from Espinal there. Not trying to do too much with the fastball he was given. Just shoots it right back up the middle. And now the Muckdogs have a runner on as they now try to come back in this game.
It really felt like Sains was on cruise control, like they were just going to keep adding to a lead now, playing from behind. But Justin Espinal had 2 hits yesterday, 2 hits already today, and 2 ABs.
Raking. I think the leaves are falling.
He's feeling himself at the dish, trying to keep that energy in the batter's box. Braden Reyna staying patient, takes that one for a ball outside. It's 2-0. That one misses. 3 balls and no strikes on Reyna.
I'm going to take a wild guess and say Reyna doesn't have the green light here.
I think probably not. I'd agree. He takes a strike. That one caught a good part of the plate, so I think we were right there.
I would say so.
Can I give my take maybe after this AB?
Yes.
Fly ball into shallow right field.
Yep.
Under it, and making the catch for out number 2 is Core. Number 1, excuse me.
Give me your take, sir.
I think you should trust your guy. I think, for me personally as a hitter, I would want the chance to swing on 3-0. But of course, just really shrink the zone, because
you got to love it, right? You got to love it if you're the batter.
I mean, just yeah, of course. Have to love it. There's a strike. Of course, in different circumstances, it makes sense to just take that pitch. Don't want any chance to help out the pitcher. So that one misses. But on 3-0, that's going to be most likely
the
best pitch you're going to see.
Yeah, so I agree. I agree to a certain extent. I think, like you said, there's always context needed for these things. For the most part, I agree, though. I think put the confidence in your batter and let him rip it. And it's also a snowball effect for their next at-bat. They get a hit in one at-bat, and then their next one, they're more confident.
Of course, a walk feels good, but a hit is going to feel better. That one hits Cooper Romick. He reaches 2 runners on with 1 away here in inning number 4.
Muckdogs have 2 on now after giving up 5 in the bottom of the 3rd. Have a good opportunity to get right back into this game.
Luke Dodonna popped out in the 2nd inning. Looking for a better fortune this time, facing Boring again. That one, a fly ball into right center field, drifting over. Under it, making the catches more for out number 2.
I like how Dodonna was aggressive right there, even though obviously it didn't work out in his favor with a runner on second. You're trying to come back in this game. I like the first pitch hack.
Caleb Walker looking to do some 2-out damage, fresh off of a walk in the 2nd inning. Fly ball left field. That one will land just foul.
Ooh.
Just foul. No one was going to get to that baseball if it dunked in fair territory, but it's strike 1. No balls and a strike. Outside to even the count at once. Hot shot through for a base hit.
Nice.
They're waving home Espinal at third. The throw
close
to the plate is
wow.
in time. A beautiful tag on an offline throw. Nick passed, got it, reached out, recovered to tag out Espinal at the plate. So the Muckdogs do not score a run. After 3.5 innings of play, they trail 5-3. The Batavia Muckdogs could not operate without our sponsors. While we have a moment, I'll shine a light on some of the incredible sponsors which power Muckdogs baseball. A huge thank you to Alex's Place, Batavia Downs, Eli Fish, Ficarella's Pizza, Rochester Regional Health, the Mental Health Association, Tiny Piney, Tompkins Bank, the YMCA, Whole Life Fitness, Farm Credit East, and many, many more. Back now, bottom of inning number 4. Irwin's Branch still on the bump. After batting around, no, almost batting around. That was a debate a few years ago. I haven't seen it in some time. You can feel free to leave it in the comments section what your take is. Does batting around only count if everyone comes to the plate or if the leadoff man has a second AB? As that one has popped up to Tyler Castrataro for out number 1.
I mean, if I could give my opinion.
Yes, please do.
Well, I guess that's why I'm here. I think batting around is just whoever started off the inning. If they come back around again, I think that would be considered batting around.
Honestly, I didn't even know that people thought it was the other way.
Yeah, that's a little interesting to me. And how often does that really happen? That's very rare.
Irwin's Branch pumps a strike on the outside corner.
Not that batting around, in our opinion, isn't rare, but to have the leadoff hitter come up again twice specifically is much more rare.
That fastball, jam shot, goes out of play. I think more what they mean is that not necessarily like it's just the leadoff man, but some people say that batting around is if every hitter in the lineup comes to the plate in an inning, but nobody has to come up twice, which I think.
Oh.
I don't agree with that personally because
Yeah.
I think you need to bat around. You're not batting around until that second
It's
main
like it's
guy
a 360.
comes up a second time.
It's a circle.
1-2 on Graydon Miller. The pitch from Branch. Ground ball, third base, Espinal, diving stop. He throws to first, not in time. It gets by Horton. So Miller will run to second base. The throw down from Romick. Not in time. So
Good job from Espinal to keep that ball in the infield. But not the result, obviously, that the Muckdogs wanted. As the Americans now have a runner in scoring position again in this inning.
official ruling for anyone keeping score at home is a single and an error. So 1B, E5, a runner at second base with one away. As the lineup flips over for the dangerous Grant Moore. Moore, no surprise, was an integral part of that big inning. In the third, had a base hit. He flashed bunt right there, but takes that heater high for ball one. The 1-0. That one called a strike on the outside corner. The count even at 1s.
some interesting reactions from the Americans crowd on that pitch, I will say.
Definitely not everyone happy with that call. Irwin's Branch, though, is happy as he's ready now to come home with the 1-1. Similar location, but ruled a ball. Great Moore ahead. It's 2-1.
The Blues making his own calls. It's the umpire's game, as one could say. Frustrating if you're the pitcher.
Miller taking an aggressive secondary lead. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Branch, he's really loving that outside part of the plate. That's 3 straight pitches right in that location.
Yeah, that was a strong fastball right there to blow it past him. He should be living on those outside corners, especially with some of the calls that have been given out today.
Bit of perhaps an inconsistent zone. I think, that's very tough for all parties involved. It's one thing if pitches a bit off the zone are called strikes. It's got to be consistent, though, because that's the killer, really.
And
you leave pitches or swing at pitches based on what's been called in that given day.
You're exactly right. The umpire can be off, high, off low, off inside, off outside, but you got to keep it consistent, right, for the players and for everybody involved. So far, hasn't been the greatest. Well, we'll see how this rest of this game goes on.
Fly ball into center field. Hammond takes a few steps over, makes the catch. Miller tags for third, but he only bluffs for a throw.
Good throw.
A nice 2-hop strike from Travis Hammond. Miller wise to stay at second, 2 away now. In the bottom of inning number 4, as Evan Core will come to the plate. That one misses for a ball 1 from Core. 2 Core, excuse me. There's a strike on the outside corner to even the count at 1s.
There's that outside corner again. Branch utilizing that pitch very well today.
Graydon Miller has been aggressive with his leads off of second base. Would be pretty surprised to see him try to steal third with 2 outs, but just putting himself in a position to score on a single. The 1-1. Misses low, 2-1. On the right fielder.
And if you're Branch, don't worry about the guy in second. Just focus on the batter and focus on getting this last out.
That's all that matters at this moment. If he can set down Core, no runs will score. 2-1 fouled away. The count even at 2s.
There it is. Oh.
Just misses up high. Irwin's Branch and color commentator Luca were just about ready to call that one strike 3.
Oh, man.
But it misses up high according to the umpire, and the count runs full. Sometimes all you can do is laugh and move on to the next pitch. That one bounces for ball 4. A 2-out walk.
Yeah, chicken memory if you're Irwin's Branch here. Frustrating at-bat right there. Got to forget about it and just focus on getting out of this inning. When I say chicken memory, I mean chickens don't have a good memory. I don't know the science. I just know that they don't have a good memory, and I've been told that pitchers should have chicken memories.
Not just pitchers, all baseball players, because there's so much failure in the sport. You need to move past your failures. Take things an at-bat at a time. That's how the best are so successful. They do have, as you said, that chicken memory. Or goldfish memory. I don't think chicken is the main thing that people say, but it works.
I might have to fact-check myself after this inning.
The 1-0, jam shot, foul. Espinal chasing after it, but it's out of his reach. So, Luca, actually, that didn't work.
No.
We've just done the research. Chickens are actually known for having strong memory, so you're not looking for the chicken memory.
I'm going to have to find a new animal.
I think goldfish is what people say. Or guppy, I can tell you for a fact guppies have terrible memory, so that could be the next one to roll with. The count 2-1 on Gavin Boyle. 2 outs, 2 on here in the bottom of inning number 4. The Americans looking to extend on their 2-run lead. Branch looks back at Miller at second. Checks back again. No step off. Graydon Miller is drawing some attention to himself.
He is.
Out there.
He's been in Branch's head, I would say, this whole inning, making Branch pause between windups.
He's really just got to bear down, settle down, focus on Boyle. That's a ground ball to third. Espinal fields will step on the bag for out number 3. Irwin's Branch tosses a scoreless 4th inning, leaves 2 runners on base. And we're going now to inning number 5. It's 5-3 Americans. Hudson Boring still on now here in inning number 5. This, if he gets these 3 outs, it will be, no, not even 3 outs. If he gets 1 out, it'll be his longest outing of the season. He's pitched 9 innings over his first 6 appearances. Last time out was his previous season long. He went 4 innings, pitched 1 earned run against the Newark Pilots. delivers one up and inside on Travis Heyman for ball 1. He's through 4 innings so far today, has surrendered 3 runs. Two of those runs came in the first, so last 3 innings allowed 1 run. He's done a good job of bearing down.
He really has.
Travis Heyman fouls that one away.
Wow.
First base side.
I say wow because there was so much foul ground that I thought that that ball was clearly going to be out of play. But the American defenders really had a chance at that ball.
You need, maybe if Travis Heyman was playing first base, he could get over there. But he's in the batter's box, so he awaits the 1-2.
Nice.
That's a deep drive into left field. Taking steps back, that ball is. One hop off the wall. Hammond into second easily. He smokes a leadoff double, his second hit in as many ABs, as the Muckdogs have a runner in scoring position.
And a great piece of hitting right there from Hammond. He's got a single into left field on a similar breaking pitch that he pulled. Was able to hit that one even farther this time. And like I said previously, so important because now we have our guy Horton up to bat with a runner in scoring position. Great
Horton,
for this Muckdog offense.
Horton looking for his first hit since the first game versus Jamestown. Didn't have a hit last night. 0 for 1 today with a walk and a pop out as he takes that one outside. Travis Heyman, for a guy with a lot of speed, he can turn on a ball and really drive it.
Yes.
That fastball outside. The count 2-0. Akin to Grayton Miller in the top half of, the bottom half of the last inning. Hammond is doing a little bit of dancing off of second. We'll see if Boring gets thrown off. Also entirely possible that Travis Hammond, who already has a stolen base today, will take off for third. They're going to throw behind him. They got him. They got him. Travis Hammond dove back a little too early. Couldn't quite make it to the bag. Tried to go to the swim move. A nice move from Hudson Boring. And that is out number 1.
Honestly, a great turnaround throw by Boring. Hammond getting a little bit too cute on the base pads. Boring making him pay for it.
Yeah, you know, they snuck in, Gonzalez did, when Hammond didn't see. He was starting to break into that lead. I think what happened is he thought that Hudson Boring had gotten into the same rhythm.
Yes.
He thought he had it down, and then he switched it up.
Great play. Great
There's
IQ play by Boring.
The second caught stealing of the day from the Muckdogs. They'll look to tighten up that base running as we get into the late stages. It's still 3-1 on Braden Horton, though, with 1 out, nobody on. He takes a strike. 3-2 the count. Misses low and outside for ball 4. Braden Horton on for the second time today as Tyler Castrotaro digs in.
Nice AB there from Horton. Good eye to be able to stay patient. And now he's on base. Unfortunate that there's not 2 runners on base.
You know, Luca, it sure feels like every team that plays the Muckdogs is well aware where Braden Horton goes to school. He does not get a lot of pitches to hit.
No.
It feels like he walks 2 times every single time they go out there.
No question.
Teams don't want to challenge him. I don't blame him.
I don't blame him either.
You don't see a lot of guys from schools like Oklahoma in the PGCBL. As that one hit high to left center field, drifting over, under it, and making the catch is Moore. It was way up in the sky. The wind kind of took it back a little bit, but he accommodated for that change and records out number 2. Cooper Fesh now up to the plate. Already has 2 ribbies to his name on a single and a fielder's choice. That one inside for ball 1. With 2 outs, I think this is a spot for Tyler Castrataro, as that one is through for a base hit.
Oh, Horton.
Horton fell down at second base, so he'll stay there. Hope he's all right.
Yeah,
he gets up fine. He's all good.
Yeah, Horton was trying to go around second base, trying to get to third there. Was probably pushing too hard, slipped and fell, but great job by Fesh, nonetheless, to sneak that ball through the second baseman. And the Muckdogs are cooking with 2 outs.
An opportunity for Brian Fry. Cooper Fesh has a great day at the plate. 2 for 3, and the one time he got out, it was an RBI ground out, so staying productive. That one just squeaked through. Not the hardest hit ball, but he placed it perfectly.
There's a reason why he's hitting third in this lineup.
Brian Fry hitting 4th, trying to clean up. Takes that for strike 1. That one low and inside to even the count at 1s.
Fry definitely wants to get a hit here. Even with him, with his great OBP, I think he's looking to strike here and get a hit and drive in a run.
If he gets on, Justin Espinal is on deck. He's been the hot hand at the plate today, 2 for 2. 2-1, paints the outside corner. The count is even at 2s now on Fry. Two balls, 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. Spoke too soon. He did get a piece of it. You know, I didn't hear the contact, but they're a lot closer than we are up at the plate.
Luckily, there was contact as Fry gets to live for another pitch.
To be honest,
I also thought that was.
Yeah, it didn't really look like a foul ball. But hey, they hear those sounds.
Take what we can get.
2-2 outside. The count full. Runners will be off on the pitch. Cooper Fesh at first, Braden Horton at second. On deck, the switch hitter, Justin Espinal.
It'd be nice for Espinal to get up to bat with bases loaded. Something that the Muckdogs definitely want.
The 3-2. Fouled back, and they'll do it again. That one just to the left of the press box up here.
It's going to happen. It's going to happen one of these games. I'm telling you.
I could say very unlikely to be today because I guess it could happen. There's an open window to the right of us. That's where our camera sits, so I hope it doesn't go there.
No, not at the camera, please.
They'll do it again. The payoff pitch on its way.
Nice
Fouls
job.
It back.
Nice.
Brian Fry staying alive.
Yeah, nice, really nice AB from Fry here. Staying alive, staying alive. The more pitches he sees, the more likely it becomes a successful at-bat for him, whether it's a walk or a hit.
He does it again. Rinse and repeat. Fouled it off to a similar spot up in the bleachers again. Fry, usually a tough AB. No different right here. Absolutely no exception.
No.
He's battling in a big spot. Hudson Boring, I don't think he's getting bored out on that mound in this type of moment.
No.
There's a swing and a miss. Hudson Boring wins the battle leaves 2 runners on base. Halfway through this contest, the Americans lead 5-3.
Who would you not let you date your daughter? On this team, none of them.
Walker Gleishaw, Irwin's Branch, Sam Gill. We'll go with
Blake. Gotta be Blake. I'm not letting Blake date my daughter.
Yo, I forgot about Blake.
Definitely Blake. Love you, Blake. Can't date my daughter.
Sam Gill.
Irwin's Branch date my daughter. Reed Markham absolutely can never date my daughter, ever.
Cooper Roman, just because he's Coop.
I wouldn't let Walker Gleishaw date my daughter. Brian Fry.
Branch, for sure.
at Bama, Garrett Beaver.
Oh, Sliz. That's not even a question.
This is an easy one for me. I've got to go with Sliz.
Nobody, because she's 3, but also Jacob Vitsko.
Okay. Probably, I'm not letting Woodley anywhere near my daughter either. Travis, he can't date my daughter either.
Garrett Beaver. That's all I gotta say?
Walker Glashaw, Van Meter, Gavin Chandler.
You're gonna go Sliz.
I would. You see this group? None of you was dating my daughter.
I'm in there.
Nah, you gotta say one. Especially not you. You would let me do it.
I only get one person?
Yeah, you only get one person.
If there's only one person, Sliz, I'm sorry.
You guys
Irwin
don't know
Branch.
why.
I wouldn't let Irwin.
You forgot how many nights.
Branch is not coming within 100 miles of my daughter.
Like, there's literally.
We're back for the bottom of inning number 5. Irwin's Branch still on the mound after pulling Sains just 7 outs into the ball game. They're tasking Branch.
I like it.
To give him some length.
I like it.
He'll be facing the meat of the American order, 4, 5, and 6, starting with Paul Dulanto. As that one misses. Dulanto had a 2-run single in the 3rd inning.
Nice.
There's a strike outside corner to even the count at 1.
That's really where Branch has been living today, is on that outside corner. And that's where Sains was getting a lot of his fastball pitches as well for strikes.
Gotta think, maybe that was part of the scouting report. That one, check swing, hits off of Dulanto's bat on the front door breaking ball. Branch is ahead, 1-2.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. That's an unfortunate if you're Dulanto trying to check swing and the ball just happens to bounce off your bat.
Irwin's Branch really has done a good job throwing strikes today. It's always the main question. He reaches out, pokes that one foul down the first base line.
I think that's George Creighton going down to the bullpen.
Cole Taylor.
Excuse me, Cole Taylor.
Cole Taylor running out with James Bolton. That one outside to even the count at 2s. Good eye, though. I missed it. I wouldn't have seen him running down there.
Well, I got 50% of it right.
That's why we're a duo up here.
Yeah,
you get 50%, I get 50%.
Yep.
Combined, it makes 100.
Yep.
The 2-2.
Nice.
Swing and a miss. Nice pitch right there for strike 3.
Yeah, I mean, so far, don't want to jinx anything, but Branch, other than that 3rd inning when he came in, has been pretty spot on for the Muckdogs today.
Nick Past is 0 for 2. Had a strikeout in that 3rd inning. That came against Irwin's Branch, so his 2nd plate appearance against the reliever. You don't see that too often, especially with these 10-batter lineups.
Right. Good point.
That one misses low. 2-0 now. Branch has already gone 2 full innings. I imagine they want him to get through this 5th. Maybe call on Cole Taylor to pitch the 6th inning.
Nice.
There's strike 1.
Yeah. What has Branch's longest outing been before today's game?
I don't believe that Branch has gone multiple innings before
Right.
today.
Right.
He's got some 1.2s. Well, let's see. 5 appearances, 5.2 innings pitched.
Ooh.
So he's averaging about an inning per outing.
Right.
They're pushing him today, though, and he's looked good.
He has.
They've needed him to give length. I think when they took out Sains, that was something they factored into the equation. And he's been up to the task.
That shows trust and confidence, and it's 100% warranted with how talented Branch is.
3-1 hits him on the shoulder. A hit by pitch. Puts a man on with 1 away here in the bottom of inning number 5. Shane Preyes had a big day, 2 for 2. Has a ribby, an RBI single, back in that 5-run 3rd inning. Irwin's Branch looking to make some magic happen. Inside called, strike 1. I don't know, what'd you think of that call?
Well, considering how this game has been so far, I would say that factoring in the other calls that have been made, that's a fair strike call.
No balls and a strike. Branch comes home. That one tapped to first.
Yes.
Horton Fields throws down to second. Safe there. So Braden Horton steps on the bag. They go for the tag play at second. Sliding in safely was passed. But Prey is retired for the first time today. There's 2 away now, a runner on second base.
Let me ask your opinion. Do you think Horton should have fired it to second right there as soon as he got it to get that lead runner out?
You know, I like getting an out. I don't hate that. He was right there. They teach you when you're like a step from the bag. Hey, as a first baseman myself, played first base for about 12 years.
Okay.
They say if you're right there, step on the bag, throw down, because if they throw down, there's more risk there. You want to get 1 out at least.
I see.
There's a swing and a miss.
This would be an incredible relief appearance for Branch if he can get out of this inning unscathed, giving us great depth today.
No balls and a strike. That one fouled away. Branch ahead 0-2. Looking to finish off 2.2 sparkling innings of relief out of the pen.
He really just has to execute one more pitch.
That one misses. A ball and 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner on second base. Here in the bottom of inning number 5. Branch kicks, fires. That one popped up Right field, that one is. It's trapped. They ruled that the ball was trapped. Braden Reyna dove. Almost got a glove on that one. In fact, he did, but he actually scooped it out of the dirt. Or the turf. So it's an RBI single for Brady Bulls. Irwin's Branch, so close to getting out of the inning, allows a 2-out single as the Americans extend their lead. They're up 6-3.
Nothing really Reyna could do there as the ball was hit too shallow in right field. A great diving effort, not able to make the grab. Irwin's Branch needs to collect himself mentally, needs to make sure that he just focuses on the batter and I guess to not have a chicken memory.
Yeah, we're out on the chicken memories. No more chicken memory. Goldfish, guppy, I think fish like that of bad memory. Anyway, Chris Guzaldo is up. Irwin's Branch still in the game. Fires that for a ball. They'll check in over at first. That one fouled away at the plate. Apologies if things are cutting out a bit. The internet was running smooth. We've had a few brief hiccups here in this inning.
It's been solid for us today.
For the most part, here in the bottom of the fifth, maybe getting tired with the heat.
Yeah, you know, everything is affected by this weather today.
Very true. A tip for anyone with a computer in their car, check on it, because if you leave your computer in your car for too long today, it might break.
Yes.
It's a ball and a strike on Irwin's Branch. Branch delivers that one high. It's 2-1. Chris Guzaldo at the plate is 0 for 2 on the day. Here's the pitch.
Nice.
There's a strike on the outside corner for strike 2.
Nice. Very good pitch by Branch there to make this count even again. Here comes the 2-2. Ooh.
Up way behind him. So advancing to second is Bowles. He takes a turn there, but he'll stay put. He moves up 90 feet. He's in scoring position as the count is full on Guzaldo.
Branch is like, get that ball away from me. Let me get a new one. Obviously not liking the grip that the last one had.
Did you know that 15 minutes can save you 15% or more on car insurance with Geico?
Yeah, but did you know that Dewey's favorite snack is popcorn from the Batavia Muckdogs?
Again, sorry about the lag that happened to come, of course, right at the end of the 5th inning on the pivotal payoff pitch. It was a swing and a miss, strike 3, as Irwin's Branch fired in a high heater by Chris Guzaldo, presumably to wrap up his day. On the American side of things, Hudson Boring's day is done after 5 innings of 3-run ball. And the new pitcher into the game is Brady Toney. Toney, on the season, making his 4th appearance. He has a 6.48 ERA over 8.1 innings. His last time out was against Newark. Luca, an interesting thing to note, 4s across the board. 4 innings pitched, 4 earned runs, 4 hits, 4 strikeouts.
Interesting. Wow.
So a lot of 4s.
Yeah.
Fires one outside to Justin Espinal.
I immediately think of the Jay-Z album 444 when you say that, and those are also angel numbers.
There
interestingly enough.
That one up high. It's 2-0.
Muckdogs need some faith if they want to come back into this game.
2 balls, no strikes. Up high, 3-0. On Justin Espinal.
And
looking for ball 4.
Oh, we'll see. Let's see on this next pitch.
There's strike number 1.
Yeah, Muckdogs really looking for base runners here. Being down 3 with only 3 innings left, that's really what they're looking for.
3-1. Line drive into right field. There's a base hit.
Another one.
3rd hit of the day for Justin Espinal. Stays hot at the plate. Welcomes Toney with a knock. As Braden Reyna now comes to the plate. Reyna on the day, 0 for 2, a strikeout and a flyout. Outside. Of course, those 2 ABs came against Boring. With Hudson Boring out, though, a fresh look for this Muckdog lineup, who have not scored since the 3rd inning. They've had base runners on, but have not been able to cash in those opportunities.
Yeah, at least from my perspective, it hasn't felt like we haven't scored since the 3rd inning, but nonetheless, that is true. We've always been, it feels like, in position to score. Just haven't gotten any runs.
Up high. So, Braden Reyna up 3-0. Justin Espinal already on first base.
It's the worst thing you can do if you're a reliever. You got to come into the game and throw strikes. You don't want to come in and walk batters and give out free passes.
That one paints the knees. 4, strike 1. Braden Reyna still in an ever favorable 3-1 count. Check swing. They say you didn't go. That one low. It's ball 4, and the first 2 runners to face Brady Toney reach base safely as Cooper Romick digs into the box.
Here we go, folks. 2 runners on for the Muckdogs in this inning as we look to try to dig at this lead that the Americans have. As it looks like the pitching coach for the Americans is coming out onto the field to talk to Toney.
Cooper Romick, if there's any opportunity,
It's right now.
it's right now.
It's right now.
A hit right here, I think, would really catapult the rest of the season for today's catcher.
Yeah.
He's 0 for 1 today, got hit by a pitch his last time up. He flashes bunt,
He
and
gets
he gets
it down.
Beautifully executed. Tony will throw to first and get the out there. But the sack bunt executed to perfection. Great job by Cooper Romick. Moves up both runners. 2 ducks on the pond for Luke Dodonna.
And knowing Romick, I'm sure he would have loved to be able to go up there and take some hacks and try to drive in the runner himself. But you know what? He gets the signal for bunt, and he absolutely does his job to perfection, moving the 2 runners over. Now the Muckdogs have 2 runners in scoring position with a great hitter up to bat.
Luke Dodonna still looking for his first hit tonight. He's 0 for 2. That one up high. That one fouled back. The count now even at 1. That one low. It gets by the catcher pass.
Nice.
Espinal will score. Moving to third is Reyna. He's down over there.
Oh, and it
Hope that he's okay. Not really sure what happened.
looks like he might be touching his hamstring. I was looking at the runner scoring. It didn't necessarily see what happened there. Maybe it's just a cramp. You know, this heat
Certainly
is definitely affecting things. We saw a fly ball drop earlier today, just past the in right field and shallow right field, and now physically affecting the Muckdogs.
Jacob Vesco has a helmet on. If they say he's done for the day, he will be the pinch runner. While they check on him, we'll step aside. Jacob Vesco will indeed pinch run. Braden Reyna helped off the field by his teammates. Hope he's all right. Luke Dodonna is still at the plate. It's now a 2-run game as Justin Espinal came home on a wild pitch. Brady Tony, not off the hook, not nearly off the hook. The infielders relatively in, about medium depth, I'd say, at the corners, back up the middle. Dodonna takes that as he is ahead 3-1. Three-one pitch misses for ball 4. Dodonna stood at the plate for a while.
I was
not sure what the call was going to be, but now tosses the bat, walks down to first. He reaches base safely for the first time today as runners are at the corners with 1 away.
Yeah, it even looked like Dodonna thought that pitch was a strike. Fortunately for us, it was called a ball. Tony, though, probably not. You never want to walk anybody. But the double play is now in play with a runner on first.
Caleb Walker, 1 for 1, has reached base both times he's come to the plate today. A golden opportunity to cut into the American League or even tie this one up.
Yes, for sure. Tony also looking at his body language, getting frustrated with himself.
That one low. Going for second is Dodonna as it trickled a bit away from past.
Wow.
He will make it there, and now 2 runners in scoring position. Caleb Walker ahead in the count, 2-0.
Yeah, so now that double play I just mentioned is now obviously not in play anymore, with both runners now being in scoring position. Big opportunity for our Muckdogs.
Tony kicks, fires. Inside and low. Caleb Walker ahead in the count, 3-0. I don't think there's going to be a green light here again. What do you think?
I think there will be. I would give him the green light. Walker's been hitting the ball well these past few games. He already has a hit today. Why not let him try to drive in these runs right here?
There's a called strike. Even if he did have the green light, on 3-0, that's not the pitch he's looking for. So he takes it. Count 3-1.
I think he gets the green light here then.
Yes. Would be pretty surprised if they tell him not to swing. He does swing, pops it up. Shallow in the outfield.
That
it's
sun,
gonna drop. It drops for a base hit.
Play at third.
The throw down to third is not in time. Caleb Walker on the back end advances to second. Luke Dodonna had to hold up because he wasn't sure if that ball was going to be caught. The Muckdogs strike. It's a 1-run game. Runners still on second and third on the RBI single from Caleb Walker.
Like I've been saying all day, folks, the sun has been putting pressure on any fly ball in the air. Also, great heads-up base running by Walker to sneak into second after that ball drops. As it looks like we have a pitching change for the Americans.
They'll chat with Brady Tony. Let's see if they give him the. They will. They'll give him the hook with Travis Hammond coming to bat. We'll step away for just a moment. We return, a new pitcher on the mound. It is Matthew Kasperwitz. Kasperwitz was part of the plan. The formula for the Americans today that they wrote out was boring to Tony to Kasperwitz. I imagine they were hoping for more length from Tony. On the season, he's got a 6.43 ERA. This is his 4th appearance. He's gone 7 innings. Last pitched on the 18th versus Jamestown. Allowed 1 run over 2 innings. He's got a heater in the mid to upper 80s, a fastball, changeup, curveball, and slider. And Luca, during the break, we've caught some wind of of a prediction in the comments. Rowan's got something for us.
Yeah,
what do you
Rowan.
think?
I'm reading Sean C's comment. Rowan's 7-6 prediction is about to happen. I like that. I think that means that the Muckdogs get a win. No matter what. We always kind of like to do a over-under on the amount of runs in this game. Rowan believes that there'll be 13 total. So let's put the line at a healthy 15.5.
Okay. I'm taking the under. I don't think there's going to be a whole lot more scoring in this one. I think runs from this point on are going to be tougher to come by. Travis Hammond at the plate has a huge opportunity, and with the gravity of the moment, the infielders are in.
So Nikita's prediction is 15.5 or under 15.5. I'm going to go with over.
Okay.
I said that line, and I'm thinking that it's going to go over. There's 11 runs right now. That means that 5 more have to be scored. I think our Muckdogs are going to put up some offense in the bottom
Hammond
half of these innings.
leaves that one inside. The count 2-0.
Call that a strike.
Sorry about that.
It's
That was, I won't say anything else. I digress. The count even at once. Travis Hammond flashes button, pulls it back, takes a strike.
Travis Hammond not happy with the calls so far in this at-bat, just looking at his body language. Has to recollect himself, as he just did. Be able to focus.
With the way he's been hitting, I really doubt they have him bunt here. He's 2 for 2. If you remember, he cracked a double, one hop to the wall in left field. It's that one tapped to third. They'll come home to the plate. The throw is in time. They get to Dono. With one out, the contact play on. The Americans do a good job securing the out at home as runners are on the corners now with 2 away. You may see Luke Dodonna go there and be like, well, why? It's because that's the play. With one out, teams generally have the contact play on, which means the second you see that ball hit into the ground, you run. So that's not Luke Dodonna reading the play wrong. That's just the directions that he's been given. Essentially, every baseball team you're going to find at a high level with one out and a runner on third on a ground ball, they are told to run because it's harder than it looks to field that ball cleanly, throw, get the guy at the plate, especially with an athlete like Luke Dodonna.
Yes, make the defense make the play.
The runner goes as Horton flies it shallow left field under it, and making the catch is Gazaldo. So, Kasperwitz comes into the game, does a great job getting out of a second and third jam. We head to the bottom of the 6th inning. The Americans lead by 1 after a 2-run 6th inning for the Muckdogs.
My favorite candy is Kit Kat, but I eat the chocolate first and then the wafer.
Favorite candy's got to be Reese's Cups. I'm gonna go with Starburst. My favorite candy is the Nerds Clusters.
My favorite candy, Sour Skittles.
Mike,
They're new. They're called peelers. It's like you peel them and inside it's gummy.
Sour gummy worms.
I definitely have to go with Quit. Big Quit guy. Big chocolate guy.
Yeah. Favorite candy, unpopular opinion, 100 grand.
Undisputed champ, 3 Musketeers.
Kit Kat.
Starburst.
Thanks. Cheese cookies and cream. This is the best one. I'm gonna go with Twix.
Favorite candy is probably gummy worms.
Reese's. As we return for the bottom of the 6th inning, Irwin's Branch still on the bump. We are surprised by that. We both thought, and we said even that 5th inning was going to be his last.
Yeah, not any discredit to Irwin's at all. He's pitched very well, I think, for the most part, coming out in relief today. Just uncommon to see Irwin's go this far.
Don't usually see relievers pitch for this much length. Already 2 2/3 innings on his line. He's allowed 1 earned run. He'll face 9, 10, and 1 in the American order. So
That could also be a part of it as well.
Yes.
Facing the bottom of the lineup, trying to see, can Irwins get maybe a quick 2 outs, something like that.
That's what I'm thinking as well. I think facing the top of the order,
right?
He'll probably get taken out before going around the lineup again, because that's something actually on the bus that Skip Martinez was talking about. He's talked about it a lot this season.
Yes.
On the way here today, discussing it, I think that's something that he believes in, not letting him see your guys too much. So Irwin's Branch will start the bottom of the 6th inning. That fastball low for ball 1. Logan Stickler is 0 for 2. Fly ball, left field down the line, chasing after it. That ball is gone. It's a home run for Logan Stickler to lead off the bottom of the 6th inning. It's his first home run of the year as the Americans bounce right back. They put one on the board with the leadoff homer. They're up 7-5.
Great piece of hitting by Stickler there. Not a very high wall in left field. Also, it being 330 near the left field pole. Stickler just doing a good job. Gets enough barrel on the ball and pushes it over the left field wall.
I didn't think that ball had the juice. Did you?
I did not. I didn't get good tracking of the ball off the bat at all, so I genuinely didn't see it. I was just really reading the left fielder, the left fielder's reaction to the ball, but great piece of hitting by Stickler there, and the Americans jump out to a 2-run lead now.
I think I know what this discussion is at first base with Skip Martinez.
Did he
Stickler?
Did he touch first base?
I think that might be a question, but also, if you noticed on the broadcast, Stickler thought that was a foul ball. He started to walk back. He was out of the baseline.
Whoa.
He ran back in. He was almost on that grass.
Yeah, I saw him. I thought it was weird whatever happened. I was obviously trying to see the ball, and then I come back and I see Stickler have to do almost like a U-turn.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which is obviously uncommon.
A little bit of confusion down there. Some confusion up here in the booth. We weren't sure. We were sort of awaiting that signal. We couldn't tell if that ball landed fair or foul.
Right.
Whether the home run stands or not, the day's done for Irwin's Branch. The new pitcher into the game will be the right-hander Cole Taylor. Taylor started versus Buffalo. That does not count towards his official stats on the season. This is his 2nd appearance. He did not record an out back in his first outing of the year. He's from Spring Hill, Tennessee. He just finished his freshman season at Columbia State College. So, a few guys from Columbia State pitching today. Pablo Sainz started. Cole Taylor, his teammate, will now come in.
Wow. They just called Stickler out.
How about that? Wow.
That is a huge swing in this game, it being so tight.
So I'm curious, will they say that he didn't touch the bag, or is it an issue because he ran out of the baseline?
I'm almost thinking it's a baseline issue.
Let's see. I think we'll get a sense. The way he's walking out, it's like he's giving him a demonstration.
Right.
Of what happened. Wow.
Yeah, that's...
Wow.
Wow.
A crazy turn of events. Hey, and with that, Rowan's prediction is still alive. It's 6-5 now.
Rowan, you got something cooking there with that prediction, let me tell you.
How about that? So, from a solo leadoff homer...
Wowzers.
To out number 1, Irwin's Branch still out of the game. Skip saw that hard contact and decided that was enough.
The Americans coach is talking to our catcher right now.
Talking with Cooper Romick.
Yeah, it seems to be some chatter going back and forth. This might escalate to something else.
I don't think he's talking to Romick. I think he's talking into the dugout.
Yes, you're right.
Cooper Romick, from all accounts, he walked in front. That's kind of an unwritten rule. So I think Romick was talking to Cordero,
definitely some chatter. Definitely some chatter from the Muckdogs dugout.
Yeah, I can't really tell what's happening, but there's certainly some obviously controversy anytime you make a call like that, but between players. So Wolf is over there. Paul Wolf here today. He normally not able to make it to games, but out there today, he's pleading his case with both the home plate and the base ump.
I think we did touch first. Katie, you did? You did touch first.
So we're getting confirmation. Logan Stickler did touch first base. I really think the issue is that he went out of the base.
Yeah, it has to be a base path
Which that's a tough call because he didn't know what the ruling was.
But you know what? That's great managing by Skip Martinez, because I don't think if he brings that up that gets called at all. So Skip really saving his team a run without even playing. That's heads up managing right there.
And if they come back to win this game, that's going to be something that's talked about big time.
As there's
if this one comes down to the wire.
Still more chatter going on. The call was made, though. The out call was made no matter what is talked about from now on.
Yeah, I can't imagine. They already overturned the call. They're not going to swing it back. They made their call. It's going to stand. Whenever they return to play, it'll be Cole Taylor on the mound with the Americans lead 1. They're up 6-5. The Muckdogs are the ones down 6-5. While they hash things out, we'll step away for a moment.
He did a spin.
So we're back now. Cole Taylor on the mound. Graydon Miller at the plate. They're still talking about that. To be honest, I don't.
It's a bang. It's a bang bang.
Know the rule.
It's a bang bang play. I also not 100% on the rules.
I don't think anyone on the field really.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah,
even the umpires in this situation.
First pitch from Taylor is fouled back. A crazy turn of events, a bit of a delay, as there was quite a bit of time spent arguing that call. I mean, you can't change it though. So, that breaking ball up high, even at once. There's a swing and a strike. Cole Taylor jumps ahead of the first batter. He'll face Miller, 1-2.
Yeah, umpires are getting their money's worth today for sure.
Say they're, yeah, no, it's been quite a day. 1-2. Fly ball into shallow center field. Walker coming out. He makes the catch. For out number 2, Cole Taylor retires Miller to open his 9. The lineup turns over, 2 outs, nobody on, as Grant Moore will come to the plate. Moore is 1 for 3 on the day. He flashes bunt, pulls back, and takes ball 1.
Taylor moving quick. I don't even know if Moore was set for that pitch.
Outside, 3-0 on Grant Moore. .30 pitch outside for ball 4. A 4-pitch walk to Grant Moore and a 2-out base runner for the Americans. Evan Core will now dig in. That one grounded up the middle.
Nice.
Taylor sticks the glove out, fields it, flips to Horton at first to retire the side. So, a lengthy, controversial bottom of the 6th inning.
For sure.
As a home run is overturned, I still am waiting. I want to hear what the official ruling on what they deemed happened is. But after 6 innings of play, the Muckdogs trail by 1. We're going to the back 3. It's 6-5 Americans.
Hi, what can I get for you?
One Moscato Ale, please.
Oh, that sounds good.
Here you go.
Hey, you know what? Let me get one of those too.
Hey,
Thank you, good sir.
what is this Muckdog Ale?
Oh, it's actually the official beer of the Batavia Muckdogs, brewed by yours truly, Eli Fish. Come down, stop by, and get yourself some drinks, some food, awesome stuff at 109 Main Street.
Inning number 7 kicks off. Tyler Castrataro digs in, swings and misses.
Looked like he was trying to hit that home run I tried to predict earlier on that swing.
Breaking ball misses inside to even the count at once. strike two. A ball and 2 strikes the count. Reaches out, pokes it, leaping,
great
catch.
play.
Nice athletic, rangy play from the shortstop Guzaldo. Robs Castro of a hit for out number 1.
From one shortstop to another. Great play.
Cooper Fesh has been tough to get out as he flies that one into left field. Catch is made by Boyle for out number 2. 2 quick outs here in the top of the 7th. Brian Fry is 0 for 3 today. He'll look to record his first base hit of the ball game. That one low. Fouled away. Count even at once.
Fry doesn't want to go down easy in this inning.
Breaking ball outside. He goes ahead 2-1.
This would be a very quick inning for the Americans if Fry gets out here. Fry going to do everything he possibly can to make this AB long.
Outside, he's up 3-1. Outside for ball 4. Brian Fry reaches base for the first time today. A 2-out walk brings up Justin Espinal, who's been red hot.
Red hot. Justin Espinal has been. Good job by Fry to extend this inning for the Muckdogs and give his batting mate another chance to get a knock.
And what I'll say, look for Brian Fry to maybe be off on one of these pitches. He's got 3 stolen bags on the season. That's a ground ball outside of first. Foul. Fry has speed. Espinal, a guy who does a great job putting the ball in play in a 1-run game. You gotta sort of try to manufacture in the late stages. Nasty changeup.
Really nice changeup right there.
For strike number 2. Matthew Kasperwitz doing a good job with the Muckdogs so far. Outside. Fry down to second. He is in there. He did indeed steal. Makes sense.
Nice.
To go with 2 strikes. If he's out, then it's a new count for Justin Espinal to lead off an inning, which you're more than okay with that.
You can also kind of bake on an off-speed pitch being thrown as well, which only helps the runner steal second.
Very true. Now on 1 and 2, that one outside. Hits off the glove. Fry goes for third. And he will be there. That one.
Heads up base running right there.
It won't count as a stolen base. I think that'll be a pass ball, I'd say.
Yeah.
The count is even at 2s. A runner at third base, Justin Espinal, with a chance to knot this game at 6 here in the 7th.
As it looks like the catcher, Nick Pass, is having some trouble with his equipment. And he seems to be okay.
That one skied into center field, going after it. The catch is made by Grant Moore. So Justin Espinal gave it a ride, but Grant Moore was there to retire the side. Muckdogs leave 1 runner left on base. They do not score. We head to the 7th inning stretch. The Americans holding a 1-run lead. They're up 6-5. Cole Taylor still out there as we head to the bottom of inning number 7. He'll face 3, 4, and 5 in the Americans order. Gavin Boyle, Paul Dulanto, and Nick Past. It was a crazy bottom of the 6th. The Muckdogs fortunate to escape without a run being scored. To be honest, I'm not really sure what they called, because they say the only way, realistically, that he could be ruled out on that home run for it to not count is if he didn't touch first base. Well, looking back at the replay, he did touch first base. The Muckdogs, they'll take it how they can, though. They count 2-1 on Gavin Boyle. The Americans heated. You know they're going to be looking to pour on some runs. That one grounded to first base. Horton fields clean. He'll take it to the bag himself. He falls down, and there's a collision there. Hope that everybody's all right. Braden Horton just slipped as he went to step on first base. It's going to be out number 1. Gotta hope that both the fielder and the runner are all right. Horton gets up. A little limp, but he seems to be doing okay. He walks over to check in on Boyle. Boyle still down. Just saw him flash a thumbs up, though. Just tough luck. It may be slippery over there, because when Horton took a step, his feet just gave out. He slid straight to the turf. They're still giving Boyle some attention. He's up walking under his own power. Good to see that he's okay. So 1 out, nobody on. Cole Taylor has come in and done a good job after that controversial call.
Thank you, Nikita, for taking over the all of the announcing, as I had to step away for a moment.
Oh, of course. Well, to fill you in, I don't know if you saw that play over there at first. It was a ground out, Braden Horton. The play itself was simple, but he went to go step on the base, and he slipped, and it was kind of a nasty-looking collision at first, but it seems like everyone's okay.
Horton's tough. Horton's a tough guy. I'm not surprised by that at all.
Dulanto fouls the first pitch breaking ball back into the bleachers. He is 1 for 3 today, 2 strikeouts, 2 RBIs. There's a strike on the outside corner. Cole Taylor quickly ahead 0-2. You know, failed to record an out, gave up some runs in his first appearance with stats accounted for PGCBL play. Today he's looked great. 0-2. Breaking ball, swing and a miss, strike 3 as Delanto loses his bat. It slipped straight out of the hand. Taylor fooled him with the breaking ball, 2 quick outs.
I'm surprised we haven't seen that more often. That happens to batters every now and then when they try to. Honestly, that usually happens when they try to kill a ball.
When you get fooled on a.
Right.
Usually when you're out in front on a pitch like that.
Right.
There's a beautiful pitch. Taylor. I can't talk enough about it. He's coming in. He's
Taylor's
fast, throwing strikes.
Can't ask anything more out of Taylor and his relief appearance so far.
That one is outside to even the count at once. One. Fly ball down the right field line. That one will land foul. A ball and 2 strikes is the count. Taylor, 1 pitch away from working a 1-2-3 7th inning. Which, Luca, that'd be the first 1-2-3 inning for the Americans today.
Just goes to show you how well they've been hitting, how well they've been seeing our Muckdog pitchers today. Credit to them.
It's funny though that 5 of their 6 runs all came in the 3rd inning.
It was a really big inning for them. As the pitch is outside.
This misses Cole Taylor. He was starting to walk off the mound right there.
Yeah. Well, that outside call has been given pretty much all day, I will say.
2-2. Popped up foul. Horton chasing after it, but it will land out of play. Two. Outside, the count now full on past.
Taylor does not want to walk the American here.
That one misses low and outside. So was ahead in the count, but loses past and a 2-out base runner now for the Americans. Shane Prey, 2 for 3 on the day, looking to add to that line. First pitch is outside. There's a strike on the heater. That breaking ball just misses off the plate away. Bray is ahead 2-1.
Hearing some American fans chirping at the umpires today after some of their calls. They are not happy.
2-1 fastball is cut on and missed. Taylor, again, 1 pitch away from getting out of the 7th. It will not be, however, the first 1-2-3 inning that the Muckdogs have been searching for today. Breaking ball, it hits him. The breaking ball plunks Prey on the back. And now 2 runners are on with 2 outs here in the 7th inning.
Yeah, so some really unfortunate endings to these last 2 at-bats if you're Taylor. Taylor had the man on second currently in an 0-2 count and walked him, and now He just had prey with 2 strikes, but hits him, and now there's a man on second and first. Taylor's got to make sure to refocus, and that's exactly why pitching coach Grant Bickham is out there right now to tell him, hey, lock in on this final batter and get out of this inning. Keep it at a one-run deficit, I should say.
I believe it is a bit of a shot out there, long way, but from the looks of it, it's George Creighton, the left-hander, warming up in the bullpen.
Oh, so
never wrong, just early. Brady Bowles digs in. What seemed like an inning that was destined for no runs to score. Now is the opportunity, but that's a line shot
first.
Right to Braden Horton to retire the side. So the Americans get 2 2-out base runners, but leave them stranded. We're going to the 8th inning. Don't go anywhere. A great finish in tune. Things have been getting chippy.
Yeah.
It's going to be fun.
Yep.
Americans up 6-5, headed to the top of the 8th.
Pre-game superstition, black coffee, and picks every day. That's pre-game superstition.
You gotta get Chipotle before every game.
I do really bad pitching if I don't drink 500 milligrams of caffeine and 6 ibuprofens. It's just my thing.
I have an energy drink and I pray.
I pray. Always gotta pray for me. Pre-game superstition, 7 brew coffee. There we go. According to a baseball book I've read called Mental ABCs of Baseball, it says superstitions are bad.
Okay. Energy drink. I want to sleep as much the night before. Meditation. I have a playlist that I listen to before every game. That's about it.
PB&J and Goldfish before every game.
I mean, I usually do the same band routine every time. It's really the only superstition, I guess. I'm not a very superstitious guy.
I have to listen to Gunna before every game.
Eat 3 bananas before the game. Monkey never crumbs.
Always gotta have an energy drink before the game.
Oh, I gotta go to Dunkin' Donuts, get a medium tornado twist. Have to before every game. I gotta go get one right now. Oh, tornado twist, now we go.
The 8th inning now underway. Jacob Vesco comes to the plate as Jacob Vesco making his first plate appearance of the day. Matthew Kasperwitz still on the mound. Vesco pinch ran for Braden Reyna after he left with an injury back in the 6th inning. First pitch swings, fouls that one away. First base side out of play. It'll be Vesco, Romick, and Dodonna. 6, 7, 8 in the Muckdog order as we are in inning number 8. You know what that tells me? 9th inning. I think it's going to be.
There's going to be some
top
fireworks.
This is going to be a crazy finish.
Oh.
As that first pitch drills Jacob Vesco in the back. He's on as the leadoff man. here in the top of the 8th. You know, the closer we get to the end, the more and more Rowan's 7-6 prediction.
Look, when Rowan said it, I liked it. All right, I want to say that I was with Rowan. I did make the over/under 15.5 going over, but that's because I also trust our Muckdogs, and I know we have a great offense. At any point, we can put up 5 runs in an inning.
Very true. They would love to do that right here. Cooper Romick had a sac bunt the last time he came to the plate, which was a huge part of the Muckdogs' 2-run 6th inning, which made it just a 1-run game. That is where we stand right now. That's a fly ball down the left field line. It'll go foul.
Romick getting the signs from manager Skip as he steps into the box.
He squares to bunt. It goes up on the infield. Catch is made.
Oh.
I'm not 100% what they're ruling here. Luca, do you know?
I genuinely have no idea. Romick didn't really...
Maybe they're saying the ball...
Romick didn't react. So it's... Wait.
I think they're saying that the ball hit the hand while it hit the bat, or something along that lines.
Wait, what?
Because otherwise he would be out. I think it hit some part here. Okay, here's the thing. Here's what I believe happened. Hit the bat, then the helmet, then went.
Oh, I see Romick pointing towards the tip of his helmet as well. That makes sense.
So it's a foul ball and a strike. It's 0-2 now on Romick.
The umpires, like I said earlier, definitely getting their money's worth today.
Yeah, some interesting decisions they've had to make today. First pitch, that one.
That's
fouled way up. That one hit on the roof of the press box. Luca, that was almost the moment right there, and I was a little scared for the camera.
Yeah, that's really the big key. We do not want our camera being hit, obviously. Forget about us. Let's save the camera.
No balls and 2 strikes is the count. Swing and a miss, strike 3.
Good pitch.
Big first out by Kasperwitz as he sits down Romick.
Good, strong fastball from Kasperwitz right there to put down Romick.
Luke Dodonna walked, was thrown out at home on that contact play. Back in the 6th inning. Up and inside, almost hit Dodonna, but he ducked out of the way. It'll be a 1-0 count now on the designated hitter. 1-0 pitch. Popped up, first base side.
Skied in the air.
That one is caught. A sliding catch by Graydon Miller.
Great play.
Oh, what a play by Miller.
Great sliding grab by Miller. Had to go far from his first base spot. It almost looked like he caught the ball late as well. Like he didn't really know where the fly ball was. Saw that he had an opportunity to grab it and made the sliding catch. Great job by the American first baseman.
And I think he slid there. The slide, for one, as you mentioned, kind of picked the ball up late, but sliding to avoid slamming into that fence over there, that dugout area. So he stays safe, makes the grab for out number 2, and Caleb Walker will come to the plate as he takes the first pitch up and outside. That one outside again. Caleb Walker ahead 2-0. On deck is Travis Hammond.
Be great if Walker could get on base here to get Hammond, the red-hot Hammond, must I say, up to bat in this inning.
Here comes the 2-0. That one swung on, fouled away, third base side out of play.
And a fan gets a souvenir.
You love to see it.
And he gives it away to a young girl. That's great to see.
I think quietly Caleb Walker's had a great day at the plate today. 2-1 pitches, swung on and missed. His numbers to start the season were probably not where he hoped, but he's really turned it up lately.
Yeah. He's been putting in great ABs, making really good contact, and as you were just about to say, has had a really good day today.
Every time you look up, he's on base. It's just the way it's been. 2 for 2, reached base safely all 3 times. He's come to the dish as he swings and fouls that one back again. A lot of long at-bats in this one.
Yeah.
Last time, he hit a bloop RBI single, and if you remember, also with some heads-up base running, took an extra bag, ended up at second. As he swings and misses. Beautiful changeup there from Kasperwitz to set him down for the first time today. A scoreless top of the 8th inning. The Americans lead 6-5 going to the bottom of inning number 8.
You should.
The Batavia Muckdogs could not operate without our sponsors. So while we have a moment, I'd like to shine a light on some of the incredible sponsors which power Muckdogs baseball. A huge thank you to Alex's Place, Batavia Downs, Eli Fish, Ficarella's Pizza, Rochester Regional Health, the Mental Health Association, Tiny Piney, Tompkins Bank, the YMCA, Whole Life Fitness, and many, many more. Also, I'd like to take a look at the upcoming schedule. The Muckdogs are on the road again tomorrow, back in Jamestown actually. But then on Tuesday, they return to Dwyer Stadium. They take on the Auburn Double Days for Tompkins Bank night. That one kicks off at 6:30. Then on Thursday, Bark in the Park night.
Bark in the Park.
Muckdogs take on Syracuse in an out-of-league game. The bottom of the 8th kicks off with a strike. The 0-1 on its way. Breaking ball hits him in the helmet. That one plunked Chris Guzaldo. Cole Taylor still on the mound. His second hit by pitch in as many innings.
Unfortunate for Cole Taylor right there. Obviously nothing intentional. Breaking ball just didn't break enough.
Here he is. Logan Stickler. The umpires, you could say that they were sticklers for him rounding the bases properly.
You did say you were going to try to work in his last name into a joke, and I like that one.
It worked out. I think that was better than it could have been for sure.
I agree.
1-0 pitch on its way from Taylor. That one misses low. 2-0 the count.
One thing I will say is Cole Taylor moves quick.
He really does. He gets there, gets set, and he's immediately ready to fire home. Ironically there, it takes a little bit longer. And pumps a strike. Heater on the outside part of the plate. I was going to say Stickler's line on the day, but I don't know how you rule that last one. It counts. I don't think it counts. It doesn't count on the stat line as a home run.
No.
So is he over because he struck out and popped out in the 3rd and 4th?
Yeah, so he was ruled out. It was an out on the play. I don't even know what you would call that.
2-1, fly ball down the right field line. Vesco drifting over. He will make the catch for out number 1. You see those shades on, looking into him, the sun glistening. Didn't seem too bothered, though, by the light. Here comes Graydon Miller. Miller is 2 for 3 today. He's got a double, a single, and a pop-out on the ledger. Check swings and goes. A nice breaking ball from Cole Taylor to open the AB. A lot of love should be given to the Muckdogs bullpen for the way they've settled in today. There's a nice block there by Romick.
Yeah, Taylor's done a real solid job coming into this game in relief and pumping in strikes.
Cole Taylor and Irwin's Branch, they've been in the zone. They've given a lot of length.
Yes.
Pablo Sainz only went 2 1/3 innings today. It was, and that one fouled, first base side out of play. It was a quicker hook than I think you and I expected.
Right. Yeah, it was quicker than expected, but I think really was the right decision at the end of the day, as the Muckdogs pitchers in relief with Branch and Taylor have kept the Americans lineup in check for the most part.
George Creighton is waiting in the wings. He's been warmed up for a little while. He's standing out there, not throwing pitches anymore. I think the moment Skip Martinez senses some trouble, he's going to call on the left-hander. That one misses outside. You know, I think the moment, it's very possible that this is the last batter that Taylor faces looking ahead. With the lefty Grant Moore on deck at the top of the order, that
Right.
very well may be the spot that they go to Creighton.
And a very good lefty at the top of the order, I will say that, for the Americans.
Yes, the most dangerous hitter in this lineup. Here it is on 2-2. Breaking ball, lined into left center field. Hammond chasing after it. He will reach out. It gets by him, though, and to the wall. A run scores. Going for third is Miller. He will make it there safely. A huge insurance run for the Americans as the RBI triple puts them up 2 here in the 8th inning.
Yeah, so that breaking ball by Taylor caught way too much play. Great piece of hitting by Miller. Put that into the gap, and genuinely, I thought that was going to be the play I predicted earlier in the day from Hammond.
Yeah, I kind of thought so too. But the way we saw the ball travel and the way he was running after it, I thought it was the moment. I got excited.
Genuinely thought that was going to be it. Nonetheless, great hit. And that is a, like you said, massive insurance run where runs have been at a premium pretty much since the 5th inning.
2 runs from both sides now with that RBI triple since the 3rd inning started. So, yeah, it really has been hard to score. It is indeed it for Cole Taylor. George Creighton, the left-hander, will come on to face Grant Moore and the top of the American order when we return. George Creighton. Jay Creighton, his twin brother, pitched yesterday. Now the left-hander George. Let's take a look at the numbers on the season. He's appeared in 2 games. This will be his third. He's gone 3.1 innings, has an 8.10 ERA. The strikeout numbers there's a lot to like there. He's got a nasty curveball, and as a result, he's recorded 10 outs on the season. 7 of them have been via the K. 4 walks and a .412 batting average against. Numbers that he would like to reduce, but in such a small sample size and with that type of strikeout stuff, the batting average against, that's going to drop. Quite simply,
For sure.
That's just bad luck. That is unsustainably high.
Oh.
So that breaking ball hits Grant Moore. So they bring him on for the lefty. He hits him on the first pitch, and runners are at the corners now with 1 away here in the bottom of the 8th inning.
The only positive for that for the Muckdogs is that the double play is in order. Definitely not the game plan for Creighton as his first pitch hit Moore.
The Muckdogs have hit 6 batters in this one. Definitely something that they don't want to repeat as they go on in this season. A huge spot here. They're trying to keep this lead at 2. As the throw down to second base is not in time. Grant Moore swipes a bag, and now 2 runners in scoring position. That double play you talked about, Luca, it's gone, wiped away.
It is gone, so the hit by pitch really coming back to kill Creighton as 2 runners in scoring position now for a very dangerous hitter.
That breaking ball misses high. The count 1-1. Fastball lined into left center field. Hammond, it drops in for a base hit. 1 run scores. They hold up the runner Moore at third, but it's a big RBI single and another insurance run for the Americans as they extend their lead to 8-5 here in the bottom of inning number 8.
Nice piece of hitting there. Hammond, I thought for a second was going to be able to make a play on that ball, decided to play it safe. And that's another RBI single, and the Americans are kind of pouring it on here. Creighton's got to do his best to keep this lead at 3 if he wants to give his team a chance in the 9th.
A pinch hitter into the game, Tommy Mathey. Mathey came in as a defensive substitution for Gavin Boyle. He'll face off against the lefty Creighton with runners on the corners as they've got Moore hung up between third and home. The throw back, he is well out of the baseline. Advancing to second base is Core, but Grant Moore is cut down for out number 2.
Great job by Coop. Faked throwing it down to second, caught Moore trying to run home. Really heads up play by Coop to steal an out and help his pitcher out get out of this inning.
You said that right. Stealing an out, that's a great way of putting it. A pump fake and a beauty from Cooper Romick, heads up play. Creighton shows off that big breaking ball.
And a
fouled away.
Nice catch in the crowd from a fan.
The count is even at 1s on the pinch hitter Mathey. Ground ball, slow roller to third. Espinal fields, throws in time. Justin Espinal with a strong play for out number 3. But not before the Americans strike for 2 runs on 2 hits. And after 8 innings of play, they lead 8-5.
Hey, I bet you're a real good catcher of donuts in your mouth.
Hey! Don't chop at it. It's not a sword.
You're not a sword.
Come on.
Strike two!
Oh, that's ugly, man. Strike out, video boy!
Come on now.
Strike three!
I caught it. You're out.
But I ticked it. It hit the bat.
You're still out.
You're still fat.
Did you know that 15 minutes can save you 15% or more on car insurance with Geico?
Yeah, but did you know that Dewey's favorite snack is popcorn from the Batavia Muckdogs?
It'll be 10, 1, and 2 in the Muckdog order. Matthew Kasperwitz still on the mound here for inning number 9. The Muckdogs need 3 to tie, 3 outs left.
Hey, I will say, if the Muckdogs were to keep this game alive, the line would be, I would have hit for me at 15.5. I said over. An 8-8 game means that there's 16 runs in it. I'm just saying.
So 3 runs to prevent a loss and to make Luca's prediction right. I'm not sure which one. What do you think? Which one has more weight in this moment?
Probably the loss. Probably the.
I think maybe. We'll see. Maybe. Maybe won't ask that if they lose the game. Won't be asking anyone that question. That stays in the booth.
Yep. That'll stay in the booth.
Obviously, we are kidding.
Of course.
Every game is important at this point in the season, with such a close race.
Yeah, the West Division.
It's a dogfight, no pun intended, is the 0-1. Misses low. Travis Hammond is even in the count. He's had a good day. 2 hits to his name. 2 for 3.
As there seems to be some confusion between Hammond and the pitcher.
Is it? A ball and 2 strikes, the pitch. Fouled away. They'll do it again.
Hammond's stance reminds me a lot of Ronald Acuna.
That one just misses again. Hammond putting together a good AB. Not going down without a fight. The count even at 2-2. Just outside. Count runs full.
Great eye from Hammond this at bat. There's been a few very close pitches. Hammond staying confident within his eye, giving himself a chance in this full count.
Outside ball 4. A leadoff base runner, just what the Muckdogs needed. Travis Hammond takes first as the lineup flips over for Braden Horton.
Like I've been saying all day, very important for the 10-hole hitter to get on as it leaves a man on for Horton, who can always deal damage. There's so much juice in that bat.
I don't expect Travis Hammond to steal unless they let him take the bag. Just because the risk not worth the reward in this moment, as that one is low and inside for a ball.
Very, very much not worth the risk at this point. Being down 3. Maybe if we were down 1, obviously that changes things. But being down 3, base runners are a premium.
Blake Horton is 0 for 2 with 2 walks. This is his 5th plate appearance of the day. That's a deep fly ball down the right field line. That one is a foul ball.
Horton put barrel to bat, or excuse me, put the barrel on the ball right there. Just pulled it a little bit too much out of play.
It's a 1-1 count on today's first baseman, Horton. Matthew Kasperwitz still on the mound. He's been great so far today. That one outside, 2-1 now on Horton. Outside, 3-1 now. Kasperwitz already walked Hammond.
He doesn't want to walk Horton, but he also doesn't just want to put something right in the middle of the plate for Horton to demolish.
Can't throw him a cookie. Up high, ball 4. Back-to-back walks. And, Luca, the tying run will come to the plate, and it's Tyler Castrataro.
Oh, boy. Now, I know. I made the prediction earlier in the game. But, hey, a home run right here would be huge. Obviously, as it would tie the game, but also fulfilling my prediction.
There you go. In a season with so many crazy twists and turns, just 16 games in, a home run right here, I think would be the craziest moment so far.
For sure.
Not saying that we expect it to happen, because that's a lot to put on Tyler Castrataro's shoulders.
Of course.
He's 1 for 4 today. He's made contact every time he's come to the plate. First pitch from Kasperwitz. Popped up, right side.
Super high.
May stay in. Pass sliding over, and it lands right in between the first baseman Miller and the catcher Nick Past.
Yeah, Past. I almost feel like he slid too early right there. Nonetheless, Castrataro gets another chance.
That one reached out, fouled back. No balls and 2 strikes on the shortstop, Castrataro. On deck is Cooper Fesh, who's 2 for 4 on the day. He has 2 RBIs. So
another hitter.
Another guy who's put bat to ball, done a good job.
Ooh.
Breaking ball almost hit him. Castrataro jumps out of the way. That one popped foul, out of play. It hit him.
Wow.
A hit by pitch. And the bases are loaded with nobody out on 2 walks and a hit by pitch. Kasperwitz has lost the zone here in the top of the 9th.
These Muckdogs never know when to give up. 3 runners on base now. Bases loaded for a hot hitter in Fesh.
They really do have that never say die approach. As they'll have a meeting on the mound. I think this might be it for Kasperwitz. He looked great in his first 2 innings and some change, but he's come out in the 9th and he just hasn't really had it.
I actually don't think they're going to pull him, even with a guy in the bullpen for the Americans. I think they're just talking to him, calming him down.
All right, so they put their faith Coach Cordero putting his faith in Matthew Kasperwitz. He's gotten them this far, seeing if he can slam the door. Cooper Fesh trying to turn this game upside down here in inning number 9.
This is obviously a huge at-bat.
He'll go from the windup now. He sets, kicks, and fires the first pitch outside for ball 1. Now, you can call me crazy if you think so. I think they might have him take until a strike is thrown. Especially now in a 2-0 count, I think that...
Especially now in a 2-0 count, yes.
With a guy laboring on the mound, don't want to help him out when he's struggling himself. So that's a line drive base hit in the right field.
Yes.
1 run scores. They'll hold up Horton at third. It's an RBI single, the third ribby of the day for Cooper Fesh. And hold the Muckdogs. They're not done yet. It's an 8-6 game now. The tying run at second. The winning run is on base, or the go-ahead run.
Yep.
As now, that'll be it for Kasperwitz.
Yep. That makes sense. Brian Fry in a big spot here. This one, we knew it was going to be a fun one. We said that there were going to be fireworks coming up in this inning, and they have proven us right.
This team, you said they never say die. They don't know when to quit. You know what this reminds me of? Is that game versus Jamestown where they were down 2-0 going into the bottom of the 9th inning. And the offense just hadn't done much of anything all day. But the second they were down to their last out is when they started firing on all cylinders.
A flip is switched. It's like a new focus comes out onto the team.
The new pitcher into the game is a left-hander in Carmen Panaro. Panaro has both pitched and hit. Has not allowed a run on the mound this season. Has an .833 OPS as a hitter. So how about that?
A little Ohtani-esque, as one could say.
4, 5, and 6 in the Muckdog order. This is about as tall of a task as you can be brought into as a pitcher.
Yeah, no question. No question
Brian
about
Fry,
that.
Justin Espinal, and Jacob Vesco. The guy I'm looking at, Justin Espinal. He's 3 for 4 today. He's made great contact every time he's come to the plate. If Fry can keep the line moving, Espinal very well.
No question. I have so much confidence in Espinal. I'm sure Espinal has a ton of confidence in himself. It's going to be tough for Fry here as the lefty-lefty matchup is never easy.
Yes. First time he'll face the lefty today. Panaro steps off before he comes home with the first pitch. And they will have a meeting on the mound. Can never have too much communication. First pitch on its way to Fry. There's strike 1. Nice heater. Fry is 0 for 3 on the day. But he takes that pitch up high to even the count at once. He walked last time he came up. Also stole a bag, but was stranded at third. On 1-1. That one up and inside. Now the count 2-1.
Yeah, Fry showing off that immaculate patience that we know he has. A walk does bring in a run.
2-1. Nice swing. He fouls it back, and the count is even at 2s. That's a huge pitch.
It is. It is. Instead of it being 3-1, it's 2-2. There's the opportunity for a strikeout, of course.
2-2. Fouled back again. Brian Fry staying alive. getting a chance to see that arsenal.
I was gonna say, one thing I'll say is Fry keeps seeing those fastballs in. He'll be able to turn on it.
Here's the 2-2. Breaking ball.
Whoa.
Just misses. It looked like the umpire was getting ready to ring up Brian Fry, but no, he rules it a ball, and the count is full. Nowhere to put Brian Fry. It hits him. It hit him. A run scores. It's 8-7 now. The base is still loaded with nobody out here in the 9th.
Just an unfortunate sequence of events for Panaro. I think he had Fry on that breaking ball for strike 3. Doesn't get the call. And then loses the fastball on the next pitch, hitting Fry and bringing in a run. And now he has to face the ever-hot Justin Espinal.
Espinal went 3 for 4 from the left side of the plate. Now switches around. He'll hit righty. First pitch is a strike.
That was a nasty two-seam from Panaro.
The 0-1. Fouled back. He's quickly behind. 0-2. Espinal will have to battle. Oh, and 2 breaking ball. Leaves it low. Good job identifying that pitch out of the hand. It's now 1-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3.
Great
Panaro
pitch.
buckles
Great
in,
pitch.
blows the heater by Espinal for the first out here in inning number 9.
Yeah, really strong two-seam fastball from Panaro there. From Panaro there to put away Espinal. As Jacob Vesco comes up in a big spot.
Vesco got hit on the back. His only time up today. As he swings and misses through strike 1. A 1. Same pitch, cuts on and misses through the high heater. Panaro really buckling down here in the clutch.
Yeah, Panaro, that two-seam is really, really working for him and getting good swings and misses.
Here it is on 0-2.
Throw
Vesco makes an adjustment, fouls it back, and they'll do it again.
Yeah, he threw it again. It's been his best pitch today. I wouldn't be surprised if he threw it again just a little bit more off to get that swing and miss.
No balls and 2 strikes the count. Swing and a miss. Panaro throws 4 straight heaters, retires Vesco via K, and there are 2 away. The last man standing for the Muckdogs, Cooper Romick. Carmen Panaro has really shown some moxie on the mound.
I will say it's, comes into a game in a tight spot. He allows a run, but is sticking with it, staying true to himself. He's pumping in some really good pitches.
First pitch on its way. Swing and a miss, strike 1 from Romick.
Another nasty two-seam right there. More on the inside, looking like it was almost going to hit Romick. Braked out over the plate, getting the swing and miss once again.
Romick is 0 for 2 today. He's got a hit by pitch and a sac bunt alongside 2 Ks.
Hitting coach Khalid Cox wants to talk to Coop.
Lid, a guy with an extensive background in psychology.
Yes.
He knows what to say. There's a thing that they talk about in the clubhouse called Lidisms. Lid, he just knows the thing to say. He understands his guys better than just about anybody. He knows what to say to get his guys in the right mindset.
Sign of a good coach.
The 0-1 pitch. Low for ball 1.
Good take, good patience there by Coop.
1-1, here it is. Popped up right side. First and second base over, right fielder comes on. He makes the catch. Carmen Panaro does a tightrope act to get the Americans out of trouble.
Wow.
He came in with the bases juice, nobody out. Hit the first batter he faced. Then, with a 1-run lead, buckled down to record a save. The Muckdogs dropped this one 8-7 in an amazing game. Luca, final thoughts?
Honestly, an incredible game. I want to give credit to the Muckdogs relief pitchers for coming in for Sands and giving us some great depth today. I felt like the Americans hit really well today overall. Only had 5 hits, but able to put up 8 runs. So scoring and hitting efficiently with runners in scoring position. Had that massive 3-run 5th inning. All credit to the Americans today. They played a great game. And a great job by Panaro. Seriously, to come in and get the save. You know, coming in with bases loaded and not a lot of room to work with. Really locked in and threw some great pitches and a great game.
Just nasty, gutsy. So many things you can say about that performance.
Gutsy stuff, for sure.
For the Muckdogs, obviously not the final result that they'd like, but they'll be back at it tomorrow. They're on the road again. They take on the Jamestown Tarp Skunks. This is the first time all season that they've dropped 2 games in a row. We'll be back. I've been Nikita Lohman. This is next to me, Luca Zaccaro, taking you through this ball game.
Thank you.
We thank you all for tuning in, and we wish you all a good night. Again, back again tomorrow, 6:30 p.m.